go from there.
He was in love with Tupac Shakur at that time, and
All
my
right,
mom was not
sounds
having that
good.
at all.
Do we? Well,
And
one of
the
these
name Saquon, I really
says,
like. I remember my parents told me I was
B.
young. I really don't remember the
I'm guessing
story.
that's
I just
no.
know
It must be
my
just a
middle name. I have
POA
two middle
or a
names.
PSA.
Quavis.
One it says
My
North
mom named me
Central
Quavis because
Council
that's just a cute
Carpenters,
name
and the
she
other
thinks
one's Tabak
from when
Law.
she sees me. I guess it would have been Tupac,
Um,
Rasu, Quavis,
well,
Barkley.
is
My
is
mom.
it green or white?
It's green.
Oh,
There you go. you know,
I
yeah,
see.
consider some hep
Well, you
carry
can
around if
you
you have
can put them in the
Tupac.
game somewhere. We can put them at halftime or something.
That Tupac that would not be a bad T-shirt.
I'm glad my parents have made me happy.
Okay, we'll do that.
All right.
Yeah. Why don't I? I'll just hit those the first spots.
No,
we'll
we
just
got
hit
the Towers
those.
of the
Oh.
Berry Manilow.
Yeah,
So
no, that'll work.
there you
Yeah,
go.
that'll work. Yeah, whatever you want to do, that's fine. Sure, go ahead. Yep,
Now,
perfect.
don't forget, coming up immediately following the game between Green Bay and New York this weekend, it is the 5 o'clock Steakhouse Greeting All postgame show. Yours truly, Gary Ellerson, everybody going to be here. We'll break it all down, take your reaction immediately following the contest. Hopefully you have a great weekend. Rivalry weekend. Badgers going for
Oh,
the
you know
Bill-
what? You know what? Let's just let them play. I'm sorry. We got time. Let them play, and we'll go at the top of the hour. How's that sound? Let's just let them play now.
Again on Sunday night. Time
Okay,
for us to go
sounds
out and
good.
shop and beat the hell out of people on a
All right.
Friday.
Thanks.
Friday.
Sorry about that.
Something, a beverage of some type, and watch everybody else go at it. Just enjoy yourself. Time for us to go. Have a good one. See ya.
You're listening to the Bill Michaels Sports Talk Network.
There's a better than average chance you drove by a crime scene today. And it's a good bet you didn't even know it. And that's the problem. Most people don't know it. It's called payroll fraud. And thousands of honest, hardworking, and skilled carpenters are being victimized by unscrupulous employers every single day. Why should you care? Because best estimates are that this wage theft costs over $50 billion a year in lost tax revenue and wages. It means honest contractors are losing opportunities. Hardworking, skilled carpenters and their families are losing. Just read and sign the pledge at respectthecraft.org and help us hammer the point home. This message brought to you by the North Central States Regional Council of Carpenters. Thank you.
For the brave men and women of our United States military, it's been said, some gave all, but all gave some. And at Tayback Law, they honor those sacrifices by working to ensure that veterans receive the benefits that they're entitled to. If you're a veteran living in Wisconsin, regardless of how recent or long ago you served and have been wrongfully denied or feel that your condition was not properly evaluated by the VA, visit TaybackAttorneys.com and set up a free evaluation right now. At Tayback Law, they fight for those who fought for us. Contact Tayback for the payback. TaybackAttorneys.com.
My part-time service in the Army National Guard makes it possible for me to helps me in my classes when I give attention to detail to the task at hand. My service in the Army National Guard allows me to keep my country safe from threats. Learn more about how you too can live and serve part-time by visiting NationalGuard.com.
Sponsored by the Wisconsin Army National Guard. Aired by the Wisconsin Broadcasters Association and this station.
Hi, this is Columbus boys basketball coach Joe
go.
Knitzky.
Perfect.
Thanks for listening to Sports Radio 92.3 WOSQ.
Perfect
Spencer
ID.
Marshall.
Now we're taking you to Assumption High School in Wisconsin Rapids as the Columbus Dons face the Port Edwards Blackhawks in round
Port
one.
Edwards Thank you. I found that one
Cranberry
especially
Classic.
for tonight.
That's next. Motors of Little Chicago and Simplicity Credit Union of Marshfield, Neillsville, Stevens Point, and Plover. High school basketball on WOSQ is also sponsored by BBD Sports Shop of Abbotsford, Citizen State Bank of Loyal, Grenton, Neillsville, Spencer, and Marshfield, I-State Truck Center of Marshfield, Advantage Community Bank of Edgar, Dorchester, Mosinee, and Wausau, and Courtesy Auto and Truck Center of Thorpe.
Good evening, basketball time once again here on Sports Radio 92.3 FM, WOSQ, Spencer, Marshfield, and online at WOSQFM.com. Ben Brecht is producing and studio engineering our broadcast, and Mike Warren back with you once again at Assumption High School in Wisconsin Rapids. And Thanksgiving weekend, and that means only one thing, the Cranberry Classic Holiday Tournament, the 35th annual Cranberry Classic here at Assumption High School in Wisconsin Rapids. This tournament goes back a long way, and won this tournament a year ago, and let's see if they can repeat as champions this year. The Dons have won this tournament 3 of the last 4 years. And so let's see if they can make it 4 out of 5 here tonight. First up, the Port Edwards Blackhawks. And we'll have that game for you on WOSQ. The Dons coming off. Runner-up appearance a year ago in the championship game back in March at the Kohl Center, but they lost a lot of talent from that team that made the tournament run a year ago. So kind of in a rebuilding mode here this year with a lot of juniors and some sophomores, a couple of seniors mixed in for 2019 here for Marshfield Columbus. We'll talk with head coach Joe Konieczny as our pregame report continues in just a moment. All right, 1 minute here, 1 minute, 1 minute.
That the heating bills were lowered.
Homeowners are singing the praises of the Amana brand gas furnace because it's dependable, a brand people trust, perfect for keeping any home comfortable from sea to shining sea.
Make it 90 seconds, 90 seconds.
Available at Rigo Plumbing and Heating, Marshfield.
Show your school's colors and stay warm this holiday season with hot deals from Victory Apparel in Marshfield.
It's hot, real hot.
All discontinued NCAA and high school fan wear priced up to 50% off.
Incredible!
New men's, women's, and kids styles arriving daily.
Yes!
When it comes to following your favorite team, don't get Scrooged.
Humbug, 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 humbug.
Shop Victory Apparel, 170 South Central Avenue, Marshfield.
The Can-Am Yellow
Test this here real quick.
is
Hang on.
going on now. Hit the trails in the ultimate off-road
welcome back
vehicle.
to
And it's
Assumption
built for
High
trips
School.
through trails, crawling through mud, cruising over dunes, getting the job done, and saving you
All right,
money.
we're ready.
Get to the Service Center in Stratford for the Yellow Tag sales event and get yourself a new Can-Am off-road vehicle at a great price. For a limited time, get $3,000.
For over 50 years, Abbey Bank has been providing financial services to local families and businesses. What makes us different? We make banking about you. We have a strong partnership with the communities we serve, helping families grow, helping business grow, and celebrating important moments with new programs and facilities, support for our youth, and help for those most in need. Abbey Bank invests in its communities and gives back locally, with locations in Abbotsford, Appleton, Gresham, Medford, Shawano, Wausau, and Weston. Abbey Bank is rated 5 stars by Bauer Financial and is an equal housing lender, member FDIC.
Winter's coming fast, which means it's time to hit the trails. Bill's Service Center has all things you need to stay warm and dry on the trails this winter. With a full selection of jackets, bibs, helmets, boots, casual wear. And don't forget that Bill's is your chainsaw safety gear headquarters. Bill's Service Center is your one-stop connection for all your cold weather riding gear.
Don't freeze your jingle bells off. Get your cold weather riding gear at Bill's Service Center. Bill's Service Center, where the adventure begins.
Chili Implement, located just north of Highway 10 in Chile, is your place for Kubota zero-turn mowers. If your lawn is big or small, we have all the lawn care solutions for you. Check out our 60-inch deck. Kubota powerful, precise, proven. Chili Implement is your choice for Kubota, Case IH, and Gale. Chili Implement, open 6 days a week to serve you. Chili Implement.
Witness the difference of a Catholic education at Columbus Catholic Schools.
I think everyone should just know what makes this place special.
Come and see. That's just what the Lord always said, and put your toe in the water. There are great schools, and it's a good fit. I'd always want them to come and to just to feel the goodness and the family atmosphere.
I invite everyone just to come in and see what it's about and to see if it might be right for them and their family.
We invite you to schedule a tour today.
You've finally found the home of your dreams. Now what? You need a home mortgage from a lender that can help you make homeownership more affordable with the speed and service you deserve.
You need Fairway Independent Mortgage Corporation. Whether you're a new home buyer or refinancing your current mortgage, you can trust Fairway to provide you with everything you need.
At Fairway, we understand you want it right and you want it fast, and we'll guarantee it. 30 days or less, or we'll pay your closing costs.
Be in the home of your dreams faster with Fairway.
All right, welcome back to Assumption High School basketball fans. Jason Zaleski here, and Steve Mave still here. Been here since about 9:30 this morning, pulling the all-day shift here, and we'll be back to WOSQ's Mike Warren for the game call here in just a minute. But first, just wanted to step in and say thanks for spending your Black Friday with us here as well all day long, and I see a whole bunch of you out there already that are tuned in and ready for this game to begin. Columbus Catholic back on the court for the first time since the Kohl Center, all the way back in the middle of March last year. And state runner-up, there's a silver ball in the trophy case at Columbus Catholic High School to prove it. And there is going to be some proving to be done here this year. I see one impact player left from last year, Tom Nystrom. That's it. Everybody else is gone. Graduated, as it turns out. They do in high school every now and then. They send their kids off to somewhere else. I saw some of those kids here, but they are watching, not on the court. So for the first time since the Kohl Center last year, we're going to see the Dons prove it here again in the 2019-2020 season. And a lot of folks, including myself, and we'll get into Clover Belt East talk during the halftime, but I've got the Neillsville Warriors in first place in the Clover Belt East, but these Dons, Coach Konieczny, one of the best, if not the best basketball coach in all of central Wisconsin and one of the best in the entire state. Going to have these kids ready as we take a look at them, as we're just about ready for today's national anthem. Again, thanks for watching and thanks for tuning in to Zaleski Sports. Make sure to tell your friends, neighbors, and strangers, now's the time to watch live high school sports. And Zaleski Sports, the only broadcast tonight and every night with premium play-by-play. Again, we will, after today's national anthem, join WOSQ's Mike Warren for the call. And then after this, it'll be Assumption boys basketball. It'll be myself and Randy Paul on the call. You'll also be able to listen to that game live on 1320 AM WFHR as we continue to bring you live, free high school sports with premium play-by-play. National anthem time is here. We'll be back with WOSQ's Mike Warren and high school basketball in just a moment.
Nuts Deep in Marshfield and Spencer is open now for Friday Fish Fry. Get to Nuts Deep now, get your fish fry, and watch this game. That's right, have your fish and watch the game. You get it all at Nuts Deep. You can also visit Nuts Deep Express Grab and Go in Marshfield, just south of 14th Street on South Central Avenue. Nuts Deep is open late after the game. We'll see you there.
Jenny Shaner, Realtor First Weber, has been a Central Wisconsin resident her entire life. That means she has the inside edge on knowing the landscape and what it takes to care for your real estate needs. Whether you're buying or selling, Jenny Shaner, Realtor First Weber, is your friend and neighbor, ready to help.
I'm Jenny Shaner, Realtor First Weber, with experience in residential and commercial real estate. Let's work together as a team for a win in your next real estate transaction.
At V&H Automotive, you'll get the best price and best selection on all Ford, Lincoln, Chrysler, Ram, Dodge, and Jeep models guaranteed. At V&H, our friendly staff is always ready, here to serve you. No pressure, no gimmicks, just great deals, great service, and the best vehicles in central Wisconsin. Come see why our customers rate us number one.
V&H Automotive, a short drive from anywhere, or visit us at vhautos.com.
Count on certain people to do, and had some really great scout teams with the holidays in town. Some of the alumni were back, and hopefully learned some things about ourselves that we can use going forward.
All right, Coach, as always, thanks for the time, and good luck here tonight.
Thank you for the coverage. We appreciate it.
All right, it's a new team in town for this tournament, Port Edwards and Marshfield Columbus. Coming up, stay with us.
Engineered to run.
Wondering what to feed your team after work, the game, or this weekend? Chips Hamburgers in Marshfield and Wisconsin Rapids has tasty, char-broiled burgers for any hungry appetite. From the classic hamburger to the famous Chips Champ and everything in between, check out our daily specials. Stop inside to enjoy your meal with comfortable seating. See our complete menu of burgers, hot ham and cheese, hot beef, chicken and fish, fries, rings, curds, and ice cream served year-round. In a hurry? Same great menu in the drive-thru. Chips Hamburgers in Marshfield and Wisconsin Rapids. Fade to black window tinting for your car, home, and office. Fade to black will make your ride different than the rest, with creative, stylish, and quality window film all year round. Fade to black also helps to reduce glare and keep sun out of areas in your home and office that cause discomfort. Fade to black provides vinyl wrapping with access to the top brands of wheels, tires, and accessories for your car or truck. Give Wayne a call at 715-660-6482 or visit Fade to Black LLC on Facebook now. Fade to Black window tinting in Marshfield.
It's Columbus and Port Edwards, and the opening tip goes to the Port Edwards Blackhawks as we pick up the action here off the opening tip. Alex Hernandez, Zach Peterson, David Gibbs, and Quentin Tranel, all juniors in the starting lineup for Port Edwards. A shot by Hernandez from the top of the key, rebounded by Eden Jacobson. And here come the Columbus Dons on offense. And right away, Tommy Nystrom knocks down a three. Are you kidding me? Oh, man, are we back at the state tournament? Is this the sectional final? There he is again. Tommy Nystrom. Whoa, good to see you again, buddy. Knocks down a three to start the Columbus Dons scoring for the season. The first basket is a Tommy Nystrom three-pointer. How about that? Wow, couldn't think of a better way to start the year. And now Port Edwards on offense to our right. And a drive to the basket by Gibbs and a miss and a rebound by the Dons. Draxler wants a three. He's got a three from the right wing. Wyatt Draxler, welcome to the varsity. And the Dons jump out to a 6-0 lead. First minute and a half into the ball game here at Assumption. Wow, how about this start for the Columbus Dons? We knew Drexler could shoot. Saw him in limited action last year as here's a miss by Tranel from downtown. Draxler, mostly a JV player as a sophomore a year ago. There's a drive by Nystrom and a kick to Wilczek. Now Draxler again for three. Wyatt says, why not? We'll do it one more time. Port Edwards wants a timeout. And less than 2 minutes into the ball game, the Columbus Dons have knocked down three three-point baskets, and they've jumped out to a 9-0 lead here in this one at Assumption tonight. Wow, what a start. Tom Nystrom and Zach Olson, the only two seniors on this Dons team this year. So kind of in rebuild mode here, the Dons are. They've got Jaden Neenist, a junior, in the starting lineup. Eden Jacobson and Wyatt Drexler, also juniors. And a sophomore, Sam Wilczek, as a sophomore in the starting lineup for Marshfield Columbus. And coming off the bench, they'll have Gage Strotman and Carlos Hackle, couple of juniors. Cole Noreen, a sophomore, and Zach Olson, a senior, will be off the bench for the Dons. All right, so now, after a timeout, Blackhawks have the ball. And here's a reach-in by Nenist at the top of the key on Tranel. And so a foul there on Jaden. And it will stay with the Blackhawks. Front court to our right as we watch the action here at Assumption. Tranel, far side. Hernandez tried a backdoor, and it was closed very quickly. Back on top for Tranel. Near wing now. Peterson back on top for Q. Tranel tries to spin his way into the lane, splits a double team, and gets fouled. Boy, nice job by Quentin Tranel, the junior, to get some penetration. He split defenders and tried to force his way to the rim and picks up a foul. He'll get to the free throw line here with 15:37 to go. And the first one is good. And the second one on the way. And that one is also good for Quentin Tranel, a junior. And so make it 9-2, Columbus by 7. Dons have it back to our left. Wilczek with a drive in from the left side. Oh, Sam Wilczek. Good little dribble drive right there for the sophomore. Up and in for 2. Back to a 9-point Dons lead. And 3 minutes into the ball game. Dons have it to our right. I'm sorry, the Blackhawks have it to our right. Near wing for Beck. Hayden, a senior, the only senior in this starting lineup. Beck on the near wing, guarded by Nystrom. Beck back on top for Hernandez. And over to Tranel on top. Dons have gone to a 2-3 zone here. Here's Tranel on top. Tried to get it to Hernandez in the high post. Wasn't there. Out to Gibbs now. Gibbs, pull-up jumper from the left side. High post area. No good. Nystrom fights off Peterson for the rebound. And the Dons have it back to our left now. Here's Nenist. Over to Wilczek now. Boy, Wilczek wearing 24. Still think of good old Hunter Schultz wearing 24 for the Dons for 3 seasons. Near corner 3, no good for Nenist. Loose ball and stolen in the backcourt by Jacobson. And goes to the rim and got fouled. Boy, good job there by Eden to track down that loose ball, but 24. It's weird to see somebody else wearing that, but belongs to Sam Wilczek now in the lineup. Eden Jacobson at the line, and the first one is good. And that foul, by the way, was on David Gibbs. And second one is no good. Rebound by Gibbs. And here come the Blackhawks. Hunter Schultz, by the way, the second leading scorer all time for the Dons, I believe. Blackhawks have the ball to our right. Down by 10 already. Drive by Tranel, getting to the rim down the lane. Good job by the junior, Quentin Tranel. And it's 12-4. Here come the Dons, back to our left now. Draxler on top. Wilczek right side. Inside for Jacobson. And that pass got by EJ, but there was a whistle. Oh, there was an offensive foul on the Dons that time. Jacobson getting position, committed a foul. Number 1 on Eden Jacobson. Now the Blackhawks have it to our right. Ball goes out of bounds off of Tranel. First bench player for the Dons coming in, Cole Noreen, and Wilczek will come out. All right. So now here's a drive to the front of the rim by Nenas down the lane. No good, but a whistle and a foul. Boy, some of these guys like Wilczek and Nenas, and we saw Jaden a year ago as a bench player, so quick off the dribble. And that's going to be number 2 on Gibbs now. And so Nenas at the line. First one good. So now Gibbs will come out. Peterson is back out there. They do have Carson Parks in off the bench. Second one by Nenas is good. And the Dons now lead by 10 once again. So the Blackhawks to our right. Tranel on the left side trying to dribble in. Cut off there by Noreen. Back on top for Hernandez. Top of the key. Dons in that 2-3 zone. Tranel for 3. Too strong from the left side. Jacobson with the rebound. Outlet pass to Draxler. He'll get it to Nenas up the near sideline now. Nystrom near corner for 3. No good. Rebound tipped around. And there is a rebounding foul, I believe, on the Blackhawks. 5.5 minutes into the ball game. No, that's going to be a rebounding foul on the Dons. And again, EJ gets the foul. That's 2 on Jacobson now. And so he and Draxler will come out, and they will bring in Carlos Hackle, a junior, off the bench, and also Gage Stratman, a junior, off the bench. We see these guys for the first time this season. Blackhawks have it to our right. Pull-up jumper from the left side. No good for Peterson. Nystrom with the rebound. Outlet to Nenas up the near sideline to our left. Nenas hands to Stratman in the near corner. Back on top for Nystrom. Right side now for Noreen. Back on top, Jaden. Drives and kicks to Nystrom in the near corner. Back on top for Cole. Oh, that was Gage. Now Cole gets it on the far side. And we've got a 3-second violation, I believe, on Hackle. A junior with no varsity experience. And he'll have to figure that out. Can't stand there in the lane too long. 14-4, Dons by 10. Into the lane for Hernandez. Found a little crease in the lane and drops one in for 2. 14-6 now. And now a pass to the near wing. Out of bounds by the Dons. Nenas tried to gather in that pass too close to the sideline, and he went out of bounds. It'll belong to the Hawks. Front court to our right. Hernandez looking for it in the high post. Doesn't get it. Kind of 4 out, 1 in look right now by the Hawks a little bit. Now kind of that was a little bit of a motion offense too. Now here's a travel by Tranel. And the Dons will get it back. 11-10 remaining. Nenas across the 10-second line to our left. Hands to Nystrom on the right wing. On top for Stratman. Gage swings it around to Nystrom in the near corner. Inside for Hackle. Drop the ball. And it will be a Dons turnover. Tranel picks it up. From the near wing, it's a 3 for Peterson. No good. Rebound by Nystrom. Tommy up the center of the floor. Back to our left. Now on the right elbow. Now on top of the key, hands to Stratman. No, that's Noreen. Now Nenas, left baseline drive. Hands to Hackle, kicks it out. Nystrom from the left side for 3. No good, and we have a rebounding foul. I believe that might be Noreen over the top, or was it Nenas? All right, so it was Jaden Nenas, number 2 on him. Rebounding foul, and so the ball We'll go back to the Hawks. 10:25 to go. Dons by 8. 14-6 our score. Hernandez on that left baseline kicks it out. Parks for 3, no good. Rebound tipped around. There is a whistle, and I believe we have a rebounding foul. Nathan Gibbs, a freshman off the bench for the Hawks. Rebounding foul on Hackle. Ball stays with the Hawks. Trano from the baseline. Out top for Hernandez. Left side now. Back to Trano. On top for Parks. Back to Trano. Left side 3, no good. Rebound tipped around. Grabbed by... Well, they have 41 out there. No, here's a 3 now from Parks from the near wing. They have a 41 in the game and no 41 on the roster, so I don't know who that is. Meanwhile, Draxler for 3 on the other end, his third from downtown. 17-9, Dons lead. So we'll have to try and find out who 41 is at halftime. He is in the game, and it's on his jersey. It is not in black and white on the official lineup. So that is a coaching error. Should be actually that's a technical foul if the scorer's table notices it. You can't put a kid in the lineup and have it not match the official book. So that should be a technical on the coaching staff of Port Edwards as soon as somebody notices it and reports it. The book has to match the jersey. Meanwhile, there's a foul on Blackhawks. And so I believe it's Noreen at the line. But we'll try to find out who mystery player number 41 is and report back at a later date. Apparently, they are not divulging that information at this time. Noreen makes both of them. But I believe, boy, I've seen that before where somebody checked into a game with the wrong number and they called it technical. And then they put it in the book and then it was all legit, but not after a technical foul. So somebody should be shooting free throws here for Columbus, but they haven't noticed it yet. All right, so the Hawks have it to our right. 9 minutes to go. Again, back to a 10-point Dons lead. Now the Dons really amping up the pressure defensively. Kind of a 2-3 trap zone here. Trano drives in, though, and says, I'll see your zone, and raise you a bucket to the front of the rim. Good drive in by Trannell. Now a turnover by the Dons on the other end. Trannell on the breakout. Trannell steps around a defender to the rim and in. And a blocking foul on Stratman trying to pick up the charge. And it's not going to happen. Trannell gets the and one, and he's back at the line for the Dons, or for the Hawks. So that's going to be number 1 on Stratman. So 41, the mystery kid goes out. So Trannell at the line. Now the and one is good. That foul on Stratman, number 1 on Gage, and 8.5 to go. 19-14 now. The Dons lead is down to 5. 5-0 run. Here's a drive by Stratman. Drives and kicks to Wilczek. No, that's, yep, Wilczek in the near corner. Thought it might be Zach Olson for a moment. Wilczek to Nystrom. Back on top for Stratman. Drives and kicks to Draxler. And Draxler stepped on the sideline. He was too far over, I believe. They said he stepped out of bounds. 8:03 remaining. 19-14, Dons by 5 here at the Cranberry Classic Holiday Tournament at Assumption in Wisconsin Rapids. Hawks have it to our right. Port Edwards here in place of University School of Milwaukee that's been here for a couple of years. Dons stay with the 2-3 zone right here defensively. Trannell, top of the key, trying to drive in. Drives and kicks it to the far side. Gibbs back on top. Hernandez. Now Trannell again on the left elbow. Cross-court pass, open for 3. No good for Nathan Gibbs, the freshman. And that ball went out of bounds, back to the Dons. Wilczek on top, guarded by Parks. Right side, Nystrom. On top, Stratman now. And Gage traveled. Took an extra step as he took off on that dribble drive. Back to the Hawks, 7:08 to go. 19-14, Dons by 5. So Assumption and Nekoosa in the next game here tonight. Hawks have it to our right. Tranel on top, drives in, splits a couple of defenders, fights his way to the rim, and in, and one. And Tranel again getting it done. Nice dribble drive, and took on 3 defenders, I believe, there at one point. Tranel muscles that one in. And now, or did they count? I think they counted the bucket, right? Yes, they did. This is an and one. Here's the free throw. That one is in. Another 3-point play. That foul was on Hackle, his second. And now the Dons want a timeout. 6:51 to go in the half. The Dons' 10-point lead is gone. It's down to 2 at 19-17.
Property damage or loss is what Marshfield Insurance Agency is all about. We are the area's largest insurance agency. Family owned for more than 30 years. An independent agency, we represent more than 40 A-rated insurance providers for home, auto, business, health, life, and more. Contact Marshfield Insurance Agency for a free quote today.
Leaders. Hunter Schultz, I said, was second all-time. Correction, third all-time behind Tyler Furlinger is second. Bob Cook, I think Bob will be number 1 forever. 16:33. That's going to be tough to catch. Bob Cook, 62-66. Wilczek now drives in to Gibbs, who is called for the blocking foul. And that's number 3, I believe, on Gibbs. Whoa. So early foul trouble here for the Hawks. Non-shooting foul. Dons will inbound. They have it front court to our left. Wilczek top of the key. Gets a screen from Hackle. Drives and kicks to Nystrom in the near corner. Back on top for Noreen. Swing it back around. Wilczek right side. Tommy on top. Now Tommy drives and kicks. Here's a 3 from the near corner for Noreen. In and out, no good. Hawks with a rebound. Tranel on the breakout to the other end. And in transition, we've got a Columbus foul. So Tranel back to the line for the 4th time tonight. Meanwhile, that's number 2 on Sam Wilczek. Tranel. Shooting, it's an and one, right? Yep, or 1 and 1. First one good. He'll get one more. Hackle out. And Jacobson back in for the Dons. I see Draxler back out there as well. Second foul shot for Tranel, good. Boy, Quentin Tranel, 6 for 6 from the line. 14 of the Hawks, 19 points, and they have tied it at 19. Now Draxler says, I don't like it. I'm going to untie it with a 3, his 4th from downtown. And the Dons are back up with 6 to go in the half. Here come the Hawks back to our right. Hawks playing them tough, though. The Dons were up by 10. Now Tranel for the tie, the 3 from on top, no good. Jacobson fights off 2 Hawks defenders for the rebound. Outlet to Draxler now. Now Wilczek drives and kicks. Near corner 3, no good for Nienist. Off the side of the backboard. Tranel hauls in the rebound. Goes to the other end, to the rim, and Nystrom with a blocking foul. So Mike Klein with the call there on the blocking foul on Tommy Nystrom, who gave him a little look as if to say, nah, you missed it. It was a block. It was a charge. I had my feet set, and Klein is now telling Coach K that it was not a charge. And now Tranel with free throws. 22-22. Tied again. Inside, Jacobson on the other end. Missed a layup, but got fouled. So now free throws for the Dons. And that one's going to go on Beck. Number 1 on Hayden Beck, a senior. Jacobson no good on the first one. He'll have one more here. Second one by EJ is good. 1 of 2 there, 2 of 4 for the night for Jacobson. Dons have a 1-point lead. Hawks to our right. Down by 1, just over 5 to go in the first half. Tranel. Top of the key, now back out. Swinging around, Hernandez drives in from the left side, and no good on the layup. Dons grab the rebound. Draxler up ahead to Wilczek. Inside for Jacobson. Lost the ball. It will go out of bounds to, I think it'll stay with the Dons right here. So now I believe it's Ninas to throw it in from the end line. Tommy Nystrom in the far corner, front court to our left. Now he'll dribble to the top. Nystrom now on the left wing here, back on top, Draxler. Right side, Ninas now. Ninas will drive in, kick it back to Nystrom. Top of the key for 3 for Nystrom. He's got another one. And 2 from downtown for Tom Nystrom. Dons back up by 4 with just over 4 to go in the half. Hawks to our right. Tranel drives in, steps around Jacobson, gets to the rim for an easy 2. Tranel doing it all for the Hawks here in the first half, keeping them in this ball game. Back to a 2-point Dons lead, 4 to go. Nystrom, left wing, hands to Ninas in the near corner to our left. Ninas lost the ball. Nystrom gathers it in. Right side pass, Wilczek, kicks to Draxler. Draxler, pull-up jumper, in and out. And Jacobson with the rebound, the putback, and the and one. Oh, the hoop and the harm. EJ working the offensive glass there and getting it done down low. And a great putback there by Jacobson, and the Dons will hopefully get a 3-point play from Jacobson right here. It's going to be number 2 on Hayden Beck now. And Jacobson at the line for the 3rd time tonight. And the foul shot is no good. Rebound goes to the Hawks. And they have it to our right, now down by 4. Peterson, back up top, Tranel now. Tranel, swing it over to the near corner, Nathan Gibbs has it. Back on top, Tranel. High post for Hernandez. Back on top, Peterson. Near side, Gibbs for 3, no good. And that one will bounce up and over the backboard and out of bounds back to Columbus with 3:22 in the half. Dons have it up by 4, 28-24. Wilczek, top of the key. Now right side, back on top, Nystrom for 3, no good. Rebound grabbed by Nate Gibbs. Outlet to Hernandez. Back to Gibbs on top. Tranel near side. He'll pop a 3. And around and out for Tranel. Rebound tipped around. Finally grabbed by Noreen. Up ahead for Jacobson. A whistle in transition. And I think we have a foul on the Hawks. So that'll put Cole Noreen at the line. That foul was on Hernandez, number 1 on Alex. 1-1, the first one good. Noreen now 3 for 3 from the line. Here comes Hackle back into the ballgame. And Jacobson now will come out. First test for this Dons team. State runners-up a year ago. And the second one good by Cole Noreen. He's got 4 from the line. And the Dons lead by 6. Under 3 to go. Now a steal by Draxler on the other end. Up ahead for Noreen on the left wing. Hands to Nystrom over there. Nystrom pull up 3, left open. You can't do it because Tommy knocks it down just about every time. His third triple of the night. And the Dons back to a 9-point lead. Just over 2 to go before halftime. Hawks now trying to answer here, down 33-24. Tranel trying to drive in. Tranel down low. Open on the baseline is 41. Again, we don't have a name on 41. Draxler on the other end for 3. Oh, baby. Hey, Wyatt Draxler. What are you trying to do? Set some kind of record? 5 3-pointers here in the first half for the Dons, and they have a 10-point lead for the third time here tonight. Hawks back to our right. Tranel, a little teardrop shot in the lane. It won't go. Loose ball. Nystrom and Tranel go after it. And it will go out of bounds to the, I believe it'll stay with the Hawks right here. Parks back into the ball game. That's Carson Parks, not to be confused with Carson Park in Eau Claire. All right. This is Carson Parks, the junior off the Port Edwards bench. Hawks have it to our right. Minute 15 to go in the half. Parks has it on top. Near side for Nate Gibbs. Gibbs now trying to drive in, not there. Hernandez on top. Hernandez banks in a 3 from the top of the key. 36-29, 1 minute to go before the break. Here come the Dons. Nystrom wants another one for 3 from the left wing. No good. Rebound goes to the Hawks. Parks brings it up. Near side Hernandez. 40 seconds to go. Back on top Tranel. Swinging around to Parks, left open for 3. No good. Rebound goes to the Hawks, up and in for 41. And again, we'll find out who that is. 30 seconds to go. Don's back to our left now. And Noreen fouled on the right wing with 26 seconds to go in the half. So Noreen back to the line for the third time. 4 for 4 from the line tonight is Cole Noreen. First one is good for Noreen. 5 for 5 from the line, boy. And now I believe, who is that? Wilczek will come out. And here's Zach Olson for the first time tonight. Second one by Noreen, no good. First time he's missed tonight. 5 for 6 now from the line. Don's lead back to 6 now with 16 seconds to go. Hawks one final shot here before the halftime break. Tranel on top with 10. Looking for a screen. Kicks it over. Left side 3, no good for Nate Gibbs. Rebound being tipped around. The Dons have it as time expires on half number 1. Well, the Dons had a 10-point lead at 3 different times in the first half. They will take a 6-point lead to the locker room at halftime. Assumption is the site. Cranberry Classic. The event. WOSQ. The station. Glad you're with us on 92.3 FM. WOSQ, Spencer, Marshfield. And online at WOSQ FM.
Grassland Dairy Products is your match for an exciting new career today. Go to grassland.com to see the opportunities waiting for you. Browse through careers like CDL truck driver, shipping and receiving, line tech, quality assurance, forklift, maintenance tech, inventory associates, and more. Great compensation, weekly pay, and zero premium, company-paid health, dental, and life. Apply now at Grassland.com or in person at Grassland Dairy Products, Fairground Avenue, just south of Greenwood.
Hewitt's Meat has been producing the highest quality meat in the area since 1939. From chicken to pork, beef to seafood, here you'll find only the best. Try our award-winning summer sausage and snack sticks, made from only the highest quality cuts, no fillers. And good luck choosing between our 34 flavors of brats. Stop by for lunch and grab a made-to-order sub, burger, or salad. And don't forget all the canned goods, salsas, pickles, pizzas, and more. All locally sourced. Hewitt's Meat in Marshfield and Tomahawk.
Clemmy Sales in Stratford is your hometown Chevrolet dealer. You won't get any high-pressure sales tactics from us. We simply offer great deals on quality, brand-new Chevrolet vehicles. We also have a great selection of pre-owned vehicles and expertly staffed service departments for all your repair and maintenance needs. Small-town hospitality, just like your grandfather remembers. That's why people keep coming back, time and time again, for their next new vehicle. Experience small-town service like no one else can deliver at Clemmy Sales in Stratford.
Nasonville Dairy, family owned and operated, bringing you fresh cheese curds made daily, along with many other varieties of Wisconsin-made cheeses and treats. Don't forget to check out our cheese and sausage trays for your upcoming parties and cheese and sausage gift packages for the holiday season or any other special occasion. Nasonville Dairy, located just southwest of Marshfield on US Highway 10, NasonvilleDairy.com.
All right, welcome back to Assumption High School here in Wisconsin Rapids, home to the 35th annual Cranberry Classic. Jason Zaleski, Steve Maves. You've been also listening to WOSQ's Mike Warren provide you beautiful, premium, free play-by-play. The only place you can find premium play-by-play today is here at Zaleski Sports. And again, now is the time to tell your friends, neighbors, and strangers that Zaleski Sports is where they can find Columbus Catholic Port Edwards basketball. Again, we are halftime here at Assumption. Columbus leads Port Edwards 37-31 as we take a look at, it looks like mostly Columbus Catholic alum over there. I can see a Jared Mandel, a Kendra Byro. A special thanks again to Kendra for providing color commentary during Columbus Assumption girls basketball earlier today. I see fifth all-time scoring in Division III soccer, Nadim Torbay sitting down there, and a couple others too. It's a long way down. Hey, I'm 44. I'm losing my eyesight. I don't know what's going on, but people at home, make sure to let those kids know that they're live right now on Zaleski Sports. Get them to wave to the camera up here if they're able to communicate with them, and I bet we'll get a couple of them to wave here before you know it. Thanks again for tuning in. You are now listening to the V&H Automotive Halftime Show. V&H located just north of Marshfield on Highway 97. V&H is a short drive from anywhere. Browse hundreds of vehicles online at vhautos.com and head on over to V&H just north of Marshfield on Highway 97 tomorrow and browse the lot for yourself. New, used, quality automobiles. Your next new one, or new to you, is at V&H Autos of Marshfield. A short drive from anywhere, and vhautos.com. You got to drive nowhere. You just turn on your computer or your phone, off you go, and that's how that part works. But very excited to have the Cranberry Classic here. All 8 games, all 8 varsity games, I should make that distinction, located right here at Zaleski Sports. Had 2 girls basketball games earlier today. Loyal and Assumption both won, and they will play in the, and I'll do the air quotes, the championship game tomorrow. That game scheduled tip-off, if I have it right, I believe 1:30 or 1 o'clock, somewhere in there. And schedules will be available at ZaleskiSports.com. Just click Live Sports, and you'll see the whole schedule for tomorrow. And you'd be able to click on that a little bit later on tonight for the updated schedule. And then today, again, Columbus out ahead here, 37-31 at halftime. And then in the nightcap, it is Nekoosa taking on the host, Assumption Royals. That's boys basketball. You'll be able to also listen to that game live at 13:20 a.m. WFHR, and most of you that are listening to me talk right now probably are able to get that. But if you're out and about, if you're at home, just tune in right here, ZaleskiSports.com. You'll hear WFHR's Randy Paul and me on the call. We're going to have some fun telling you about Nekoosa and Assumption boys basketball season openers for all teams here in boys basketball. Of course, the girls at it a few times. Assumption now moves their record to 2-1. And if I remember right, Columbus Catholic now stands at 1-2 on the season. Loyal, let's see, they dropped their opener over at Neilsville. I believe they beat Owen Withee the next day, so they are now 2-1 on the season. Unofficial, but that's from my memory. And we're excited to have all those games tomorrow. Again, the whole shindig pops off over here at just a little bit after 11. Steve Maves and myself will be back on the call. Again, you're taking a look here at Columbus Catholic alum and some current students over there. And if you're able to connect with those kids right now, tell them to wave over here at the camera. Let them know they are on Zaleski Sports as we continue our V&H Automotive halftime show. Again, we are at halftime here. Columbus leads Port Edwards 37-31. And up next, scheduled start is 8 p.m. for Assumption boys basketball as a host school. Assumption Catholic Royals will take on the Nekoosa Papermakers. And Nekoosa dropped the girls' game earlier today at the hands of the Loyal Greyhounds as we see the Blackhawks come back on the court here. And that means halftime is just about done. You can find highlights of that Nekoosa Loyal girls game and the Assumption Columbus girls game in just a bit over on Facebook at Zaleski Sports. And then you'll find all highlights of all games today eventually on Facebook first on the Zaleski Sports Facebook network. Again, this has been the V&H Automotive postgame show. V&H, located just north of Marshfield on Highway 97. V&H is a short drive from anywhere. Back with basketball at Assumption after this.
At V&H Automotive, you'll get the best price and best selection on all Ford, Lincoln, Chrysler, Ram, Dodge, and Jeep models guaranteed. At V&H, our friendly staff is always ready, here to serve you. No pressure, no gimmicks, just great deals, great service, and the best vehicles in central Wisconsin. Come see why our customers rate us #1.
V&H Automotive, a short drive from anywhere, or visit us at vhautos.com.
Wondering what to feed your team after work, the game, or this weekend? Chips Hamburgers in Marshfield and Wisconsin Rapids has tasty char-broiled burgers for any hungry appetite. From the classic hamburger to the famous Chips Champ and everything in between, check out our daily specials. Stop inside to enjoy your meal with comfortable seating. See our complete menu of burgers, hot ham and cheese, hot beef, chicken and fish, fries, rings, curds, and ice cream served year-round. In a hurry? Same great menu in the drive-thru. Chips Hamburgers in Marshfield and Wisconsin Rapids. Fade to Black window tinting for your car, home, and office. Fade to Black will make your ride different than the rest, with creative, stylish, and quality window film all year round. Fade to Black also helps to reduce glare and keep sun out of areas in your home and office that cause discomfort. Fade to Black provides vinyl wrapping with access to the top brands of wheels, tires, and accessories for your car or truck. Give Wayne a call at 715-660-6482 or visit Fade to Black LLC on Facebook now. Fade to Black window tinting in Marshfield.
For over 50 years, Abbey Bank has been providing financial services to local families and businesses. What makes us different? We make banking about you. We have a strong partnership with the communities we serve, helping families grow, helping business grow, and celebrating important moments with new programs and facilities, support for our youth, and help for those most in need. Abbey Bank invests in its communities and gives back locally, with locations in Abbotsford, Appleton, Gresham, Medford, Shawano, Wausau, and Weston. Abbey Bank is rated 5 stars by Bauer Financial and is an equal housing lender, member FDIC.
Champions, they won this tournament a year ago, and they've won 3 out of the last 4. They're trying to go 4 out of 5 here. They won it back in 2015 and 2016 as well. Assumption, the defending champs on the girls' side. Columbus Dons won it 2 years ago, back in 2017. Their one and only Cranberry Classic championship. Remember those great Pittsville teams from the early 2000s. They won it back in 2000 and 2002. I believe didn't they make a state tournament run back in one of those years, I believe? They are no longer here. All right, second half action now. And the Dons have the ball to our right, leading 37-31. Pass inside, stolen by Quentin Tranel, and the Hawks have it. Tranel driving all the way to the other end, goes to the rim, misses a layup. Tips the rebound to Peterson, though. Now a drive by Gibbs down the lane, and David Gibbs to the front of the rim and in for two. And just like that, the Hawks make it a 4-point game in the opening moments of this second half. But not to be outdone, here's sophomore Sam Wilczek, drives right to the rim on the other end for Marshfield Columbus. And the Dons back up by 6. Meanwhile, Gibbs leans in for one from the right side on the other end. No good. And the Dons gather in the rebound. They have it to our right. 1 minute gone by. Little runner at the rim by Nenas. No good. Jacobson working the offensive glass. Back up and it went in and out. Now Nenas goes for a steal in the backcourt on Hayden Beck and picks up a foul there on a reach-in by Nenas. And that's number, is that 2 or 3 now on Nenas? Well, I had him for 2 before that one, but I guess that was his second. So now a pull-up jumper for Hanton on the other end. He's got 6, and just like that, it's a 4-point game once again. Here come the Dons back to our right. Wilczek on the near side, on top for Tommy Nystrom. Now Wyatt Draxler gets it. Back to Wilczek, now Nenas in the near corner for 3, no good. Hanton with the rebound, outlet to Tranel. Quentin, pull up 3 on the other end, and he knocks it down. 22 for Tranel. It's a 1-point Dons lead. And now, David Gibbs goes for the steal here on the near wing. Knocks it away from Nenas. Draxler will inbound into Nenas. Dons have it, front court to our right. 2 minutes gone by in the second half. A drive and a kick by Nenas. Nystrom on the left wing to our right. Now on top, guarded by Tranel. Nenas drives and kicks. Wilczek for 3. Too strong from the far corner. Rebound tip to Gibbs. Outlet to Tranel. Up ahead for Hernandez. Picked off by Nystrom. Dons have it right back, going the other way. Draxler on top for 3. Hello and goodbye. Wyatt Draxler, his 6th three-pointer of the game. 18 for Wyatt. He's running wild here at the Classic tonight. Wow, Wyatt can shoot, baby. To start calling him Wyatt Earp. He can shoot. That boy can knock him down. Now a foul by by Wilczek, his 3rd. Shot by Hernandez after the non-shooting foul. Alex knocks one down in the lane. 42-40 now. Dons by 2. Nenas drives in. Blocked from behind by Hernandez. Nenas knocked down hard and fouled by Alex on that one. Nenas took on 2 defenders there. And we'll get to the free throw line for the second time here tonight. So number 1 right here for Nenas. And he got it. Number 3 on Hernandez. Second one is good. He got them both. 44-40. Dons by 4. 3 minutes gone by here in the second half. In the lane, little jumper for David Gibbs, no good. Rebound gathered in by the Dons. They have it back to our right. Inside for Jacobson, knocked away by Hanton. And now out of bounds, back to the Dons. It will stay with Marshfield Columbus. Nystrom on the far sideline, inbounds to Nenist. Front court to our right, back to Nystrom. Nystrom to Wilczek, pull-up jumper. Little runner at the rim from the right side, no good. And on the rebound, Jacobson and Tranel go for the ball. They call a jump ball. Possession, Hawks. 14:40 remaining, 44-40. Boy, lots of fours up there right now. Hawks to our left now. Near side three for Parks, no good. And the rebound gathered in by Marshfield Columbus. Here come the Dons back to our right. Nenist on the near wing. Hands to Nystrom on top for three, no good. Hanton gathers in the rebound. Outlet to Gibbs up the far sideline. Tranel to the rim and in for two for Quentin Tranel on the other end. 24 for Tranel. Back to a 2-point Dons lead. Columbus back to our right now. Nenist to Wilczek on the near wing. Ball got knocked away by Parks, but they are going to say it went off of, it was either Nenist or Wilczek there. Didn't see which one. So a Dons turnover. Tranel drives the lane, gets to the rim, got too deep, and the layup went off the underneath side of the rim. Dons gathering the loose ball. Nystrom for three on the other end. Tommy knocks it down. His fourth of the night. And it's 47-42. Timeout on the floor. And stay with us. More basketball from Assumption in just a moment.
We know how a bank should be at Partners Bank. Banking should be easier, treating our customers as valued and important. Services should be better with online and mobile banking and locations close to where you live and work. Loans should be quicker, and we make all decisions locally with years of experience helping people with their financing needs. Partners Bank, member FDIC, and an equal housing lender.
R&R Flooring in Spencer is your place for the best in innovation and lowest pricing for your flooring project. New or remodel, tile, carpet, hardwood, ceramic, cork, you name it, R&R Flooring is ready for you today. R&R Flooring supports area programs like the broadcast you're watching and also supports area suppliers so you get great quality and pricing that fits your budget. Go to R&R Flooring today to see their showroom of flooring, furniture, mattresses, and custom-built showers. R&R Flooring in Spencer.
No cost, all covered by the all-new Courtesy Auto in Thorpe. Online at drivecourtesyauto.com.
All right, 13:40 left in the half, and the Dons have a 5-point lead, 47-42 here at the Classic at Assumption. And the Dons go on defense now. The Blackhawks of Port Edwards away from the ball. We have a defensive foul on Jacobson, and that might be his fourth. Nope, 3 on EJ. Non-shooting foul. Hawks inbound from the baseline. Parks on top, guarded by, who's in there now? Is that Stratman? Nope, that's Cole Nareen. Here's a 3 from the right side. Too strong for David Gibbs. And Hanton tried to gather in the rebound, but it went out of bounds to Columbus. So they have the lead, 47-42. And they have the ball to our right. Tommy Nystrom tries to drive in, had the ball knocked away. Another foul. Well, you often see this early in the year. First game of the year and lots of whistles. Nathan Gibbs, a freshman, back into the Hawks lineup. And Zach Peterson, the junior, will come out. Non-shooting foul on, was that Tranel? Number 1 on Quentin Tranel. Don's inbound. Nareen in the near corner. Nareen drives in. Little floater at the rim. No good. EJ working the glass. And another offensive rebound. And there is a rebounding foul on the Hawks. And is that a non-shooting foul? I believe it is on Ben Hanton. Number 1 on Hanton. Neenest will inbound from the baseline. Noreen in the near corner. On top for Draxler. Right side, Neenest. Now or from the left side, he'll drive in, gets to the front of the rim, and no good. Had a good look there. Good dribble penetration by Neenest. Couldn't finish it. Hawks get the rebound, have it back to our left. 12 and a half to go. 47-42. Dons by 5. Pull-up jumper, no good by Gibbs. David missed it. Dons gathering the rebound. Nystrom brings it back to our right. Now on the left wing to our right. On top, Noreen open for 3, no good. Rebound grabbed by Tranel. Tipped around, Jacobson almost had it. Tranel, pull up 3 on the other end, got it. Wow, Quentin Tranel. 27 for Tranel. Don's lead cut to 2. Now Nystrom, top of the key on the other end, hands to Draxler. Back to Nystrom with Tranel all over him. And now a reach in from behind. Tranel, I believe, went for the steal. No, they're going to say it's a foul on Draxler on a moving screen. Number 1 on Wyatt Draxler. And so now the Hawks with a chance to tie or grab their first lead. Tranel trying to get open, trying to drive by Neenest. And we've got a reach in on Neenest. Tranel trying to do it all. And he's coming close. Now we've got a timeout. Well, before the Hawks can sub in, oh, that's number 4 now. On Neenest, he'll come out. So they're going to get Wilczek back in the ball game. Hawks inbound after the non-shooting foul. Down by 2. Parks on top. Over to Tranel in the far corner to our left. Don's in that 2-3 zone. Here's a 3 by David Gibbs. And the Hawks have their first lead of the ball game. Now leading the Dons 48-47. Oh, but this just in. A 3 from Nystrom again. And the Dons right back in front, 50-48, under 11 to go in the half. Nystrom, boy, with a quick 3, said that lead ain't going to last long. So the Dons right back in front. The Hawks held the lead for about 11 seconds. And that was it. Too long for Nystrom. Parks now for 3. Oh, the Hawks right back in front. Carson Parks, the junior, his second from downtown. Hawks back up by 1. See if the Dons can answer. Nystrom on top. Hands to Noreen. Now Wilczek on top of the key. Parks goes for the steal and gets it. Up ahead for Hernandez. Now there's a scramble for a loose ball here. Jacobson and Tranel going after it. And they call a jump ball. And possession arrow belongs to the Dons. Well, Coach K cannot be all that pleased with his defense right here, giving up a 10-point lead 3 times tonight. But a younger team, and the learning curve is high. There's a lot of things they got to get better at. All right, so no foul there. Jump ball with the scramble for that loose ball. And the Dons come out of there with it. Jacobson on the near wing. On top for Noreen. Near side Draxler. Now to Nystrom. Tommy guarded very closely by Tranel. Jacobson left baseline drive to the rim. No good, but a whistle and a foul. Good job there to find Jacobson open on that baseline. Jacobson, a good job to get himself open over there. And EJ at the line now for the 4th time tonight. No good on the first one here. And the foul, by the way, was on Ben Hanton, his second. Draxler checks out of the Dons lineup. Gage Strotman is in, the junior off the bench. Jacobson at the line. Second one is good. 3 of 7 tonight from the line for Jacobson. He's got 5 points. And this game now tied at 51. With that free throw, the Dons tied up. Tranel now for 3 from the top of the key. No good. Jacobson with another big rebound. Up ahead. Strotman running the floor. Missed it. Rebound. Noreen. He missed the putback. But there's a whistle and a Blackhawks foul. Good fast break there by Columbus. Noreen to the line. Hayden Beck, his third. Noreen at the line for the 4th time tonight. No good on the first one. Noreen, heck of a baseball player, too, for the Dons a year ago. Now from the line for the second one. Got it. Great free throw shooter. He's got 6 from the line tonight. Now a foul by Columbus on the other end, as the Hawks try to set up in the half court. And that's going to be number 4 now on Sam Wilczek. So they're going to get him out of there. And here comes Draxler into the lineup now. And Wyatt only has 1 foul. 9:20 to go in regulation. Dons by 1, 52-51. And leaning in is David Gibbs, and no good on the shot, but he draws the foul as he leans in, creates the contact, and gets the call. Good job by Gibbs to initiate that contact, and he got the whistle. And now he's at the line for the first time here tonight, trying to extend this lead. No good, but he got his, was that a 1-and-1? He missed it. But the Hawks get the rebound. 9:07 to go. Tranel drives in, kicks to Parks, near wing 3, no good. Rebound by Noreen. Here come the Dons to our right. Nystrom, left corner 3, yes! And now wave it off. The 3 is good, I believe. 3 by Nystrom. There's a basket count, and then we've got a shove. They count the basket? They never put it up on the board. I thought that basket, I thought they counted it. There was a foul on Jacobson. Yes, there it is. Okay, they're going to give Nystrom the 3. No good for Tranel on a 3 on the other end, and the Dons grab the rebound. And then there was a shove by Jacobson, his 4th foul after the 3 by Nystrom. So the Dons get the basket and commit a foul. Dons have it, though, to our right. Nystrom wants another one. Too strong on that one. And Parks with the rebound. Hawks have it back to our left now. Down by 2. 55-53. 8:10 to go in the ballgame. Tranel drives in. Gets to the rim and lays it in. Tranel, 2 more. And we're tied once again at 55. 8 to go. Dons back to our right. Strotman drives in, hands it off to Carlos Hackle, through his hands and out of bounds. Hackle, every time he's been in there, has just not been ready for the ball. His first varsity action, so he's got a long way to go here. That one right through his hands. Got to be ready for that pass. So you can tell he's getting his first varsity experience here tonight. And would have had a wide open bunny, too, underneath. So now the Hawks to our left, tied at 55, 7.5 to go in half number 2 here. Regulation time down to 7:30. Columbus Dons basketball here on WOSQ tonight. From the right side, a 3 for David Gibbs. Hawks by 3 now. 58-55. Dons have it to our right. Draxler trying to drive in, dumps it down. Hackel open, missed a wide open bunny. Oh, but the Dons gather in the rebound. They get it to Noreen for three, no good. Hanton grabs that board, and now in transition, ball comes loose. Dons come out of there with it, and we may have a Dons foul at the timeline here in transition, with the Hawks going the other way. Boy, a lot of whistles in this game by this crew tonight. And the foul is on Draxler, his second. So a 1-and-1 here for Hernandez, and he missed it. And rebound out of bounds, I believe, to Port Edwards. Yep, Tranel on the baseline. Will throw it in. Out top for Nathan Gibbs. He'll hand to David Gibbs. Back to Tranel, right side three, no good. Rebound tipped around and grabbed by Nate Gibbs. Big offensive rebound there. And now we got a Hawks timeout. 6:38 to go in the half. 58-55. Dons down by 3. More basketball after this.
Witness the difference of a Catholic education at Columbus Catholic Schools.
I think everyone should just know what makes this place special.
Come and see. That's just what the Lord always said, and put your toe in the water. There are great schools, and it's a good fit. I'd always want them to come and to just feel the goodness and the family atmosphere.
I invite everyone just to come in and see what it's about and to see if it might be right for them and their family.
We invite you to schedule a tour today.
You've finally found the home of your dreams. Now what? You need a home mortgage from a lender that can help you make homeownership more affordable with the speed and service you deserve.
You need Fairway Independent Mortgage Corporation. Whether you're a new home buyer or refinancing your current mortgage, you can trust Fairway to provide you with everything you need.
At Fairway, we understand you want it right and you want it fast, and we'll guarantee it. 30 days or less, or we'll pay your closing costs.
Be in the home of your dreams faster with Fairway.
All right, so the Dons now back on defense as we come back to Assumption. 6.5 remaining in regulation. Columbus down by 3. Port Edwards with the ball to our left. Quentin Tranel, outstanding junior. Dribble drive to the rim and in for 2 more. Outstanding is right. He's got, 31 points now. And now here's a foul by the Hawks on the other end as Columbus attacks. Jacobson back to the foul line for the Dons. And that was number 3 on Ben Hanton. Jacobson no good on the first one. Now Hayden Beck into the ball game. Hanton with those 3 fouls will come out. Jacobson back at the line. First one no good. Dons now down by 5. Oh, the second one in and out, no good. Tranel with the rebound. And the Dons in trouble here with 6 to go. Under 6 to play now. Hawks have it to our left. Columbus trailing 60-55 here at the Assumption Royals Cranberry Classic Holiday Tournament now. Here's a 3 from the right corner. Oh boy, Nathan Gibbs, the freshman, with a big one off the bench. 8-point Hawks lead now on the other end. A Hawks foul. So Jacobson back at the line again. He's already got a Kleenex or something stuffed in his right nostril. He's bleeding. He's been very physical in this ball game here tonight. This is an and one. And he got the first one Jacobson will get the bonus throw. The foul was on Beck, his fourth. Second one here, no good. And we have a violation. Okay, so Jacobson went over the foul line early. Would have been waved off anyway. So a timeout now by Marshfield Columbus with 5.5 to go.
Nuts Deep in Marshfield and Spencer is open now for Friday Fish Fry. Get to Nuts Deep now, get your fish fry, and watch this game. That's right, have your fish and watch the game. You get it all at Nuts Deep. You can also visit Nuts Deep Express Grab and Go in Marshfield, just south of 14th Street on South Central Avenue. Nuts Deep is open late after the game. We'll see you there.
Assumption and Nekoosa up next. And then tomorrow in the consolation bracket, 6:15. And then the winner's bracket, 8 o'clock tonight, or tomorrow night. Here's Tranel, drives in, lost the ball, picked up by Sam Wilczek. Outlet to Tommy Nystrom. Back to Wilczek, near side Nenas, drives in, and layup no good, but a whistle and a foul. Boy, Nenas with a nice drive from the right side of the basket. Missed a layup, but got fouled on the play. Number 2 on Tranel. So Nenas to the line for the third time tonight, where he's now 5 for 5. Knocks that one down. He'll get one more. 63. 57 and make it, 58. Got them both. Big foul shots for Nenas. The Hawks lead now, cut to 5 with 5 to play. Hawks back to our left now. Tranel on the right side to our left. Now comes on top for David Gibbs. High post for Hernandez. Back out to Gibbs. Now Tranel on the right elbow. Tranel trying to get down the lane, not there. Near side. Oh, Nathan Gibbs, this freshman, just knocked down another big three. 66-58. The Dons are in trouble here in game number 1. Dribble drive by Nystrom. Hands it off to Jacobson. Eden lays it in for 2. Big bucket there by Columbus. 66-60. Dons down by 6. In the lane, Hernandez back door to Beck. No good. Dons get a stop. Here comes Nystrom. Back to our right. Tommy kicks it over to Wilczek. Wilczek drives in and is fouled. So a Hawks foul right there with 4:01 to go. And so Wilczek at the line. Ben Hinton checks back in for Hayden Beck. So Wilczek at the line. First one on Nathan Gibbs. And the 1-and-1 for Wilczek. First one good. So second one coming up. 9th team foul against the Hawks. Second one by Wilczek is, waved off. It was no good, but Wilczek went over the line early. It's twice the Dons have done that now. So Dons make it a 5-point game. Hawks leading 66-61, 4 to go. And Port Edwards has the ball to our left. Tranel walks it up. Dons go for a half-court trap. Hawks keeping it alive now, really amping up the defensive pressure. See how the Hawks handle this one. We've got a timeout, I believe, by the Hawks. 3:43 to go. Timeout on the floor. Hawks by 5. Stay with us. We've got more basketball from Assumption in just a moment.
Grassland Dairy Products is your match for an exciting new career today. Go to grassland.com to see the opportunities waiting for you. Browse through careers like CDL truck driver, shipping and receiving, line tech, quality assurance, forklift, maintenance tech, inventory associates, and more. Great compensation, weekly pay, and zero premium, company paid health, dental, and life. Apply now at grassland.com or in person at Grassland Dairy Products, Fairground Avenue, just south of Greenwood.
Hewitt's Meat has been producing the highest quality meat in the area since 1939. From chicken to pork, beef to seafood, here you'll find only the best. Try our award-winning summer sausage and snack sticks, made from only the highest quality cuts, no fillers. And good luck choosing between our 34 flavors of brats. Stop by for lunch and grab a made-to-order sub, burger, or salad. And don't forget all the canned goods, salsas, pickles, pizzas, and more. All locally sourced. Hewitt's Meat in Marshfield and Tomahawk.
Right, so after the timeout, the Hawks will have the ball, leading by 5, 3:43 to go in regulation time here at the Classic at Assumption High School. And Ben Brecht is our producer and studio engineer. Mike Warren back with you. Tranel trying to get to the rim down underneath and missed it. Rebound grabbed by Eden Jacobson. Outlet to Draxler. Up ahead for Wilczek. Wilczek going to the basket. Tripped up by Alex Hernandez on the fast break. And it will be foul shots for Sam Wilczek. That's going to be number 4 now on Hernandez. So in a 5-point ball game here, these free throws are big. Wilczek at the line, no good on the first one. He'll get one more here. That was double bonus time now. Hawks with their 10th team foul right there. Second one by Wilczek, no good. And a big rebound by David Gibbs. Here come the Hawks. Back to our left. Port Edwards, 66. Marshfield Columbus, 61. 3:15 to go in regulation. Hawks trying to maybe take a little air out of the ball right here with just a 5-point lead. High post Tranel. Gibbs on the right side. Tranel steps over there for it. Back on top for Hernandez. Now Tranel again. Tranel between the circles. Yep, they're just playing keep away here. Trying to grind this clock down right now and doing a pretty good job. Dons are staying patient. Trying to get the turnover. And now pass to the near wing off of Columbus. That ball went out of bounds. It will stay with Port Edwards. 2:42 to go in regulation. So Port Edwards with a 5-point lead, trying to get a win over Marshfield Columbus, the defending champs. Ball tipped away, and now the Dons thought they had a steal. There's a whistle and a foul. So Mike Klein makes the call. And that will be team foul number 10, and that will be 5 for Eden Jacobson. He will have to come out of the ball game now. So Cole Nareen back in, and David Gibbs at the line for the Hawks. Blackhawks with a 5-point lead, and Gibbs trying to add to it right here, and he does. Boy, the Dons, defending champs of this tournament, in trouble here in game number 1. Second one here by Gibbs is no good. Rebound grab by Nenist. 2.5 to go. Nenist a pull-up 3 on the other end. Short. Rebound grab by Nareen. Dons keep it alive. And then a pass up top to Wilczek. Goes into the backcourt. Over and back. Oh, no. It was grabbed by Tranel. Tranel and Nystrom went racing after it. And yes, okay, so it was first touched by Nystrom. It will belong to the Hawks. I thought at first they were going to say Tranel knocked that ball away from Nystrom out of bounds, but it will go to the Hawks now on the over and back violation. Dons down by 6. Just 2 minutes to go, but they get a turnover. Here's a steal by Wilczek. Up ahead, Ninist, baseline drive. Ninist blocked by Hernandez. No call, and Hernandez gets the block. And now Tranel bumped and fouled by Ninist on the other end. And that'll be number 5 on Jaden Ninist. And Coach K getting the explanation from Mark Durfus, the official there. Tranel at the line. Hawks are going to win this one here, looks like. Tranel at the line, no good on the first one, but Hawks are going to keep him at arm's length here. So Ninist is going to foul out, and the Dons Tranel no good on the second one. And now we have a lane violation, so Tranel will get another one. Boy, he missed it, but a lane violation on Columbus. Going to give him another chance at it here with 1:53 to go. Dons are in major trouble here. Tranel, and that one in and out, missed it again. Rebound, Cole Nareen. Here come the Dons, 6-point ball game. Nareen drives to the rim, up and in, and one. Oh, Nareen with a beautiful move to the rim on the other end. Reached up around the defender, extended that arm. Little kiss off the window and in, and the foul, Nareen with a chance at a 3-point play right here. Foul was on Hanton, number 4. So now the free throw, no good. Had to have that one. Tranel with the rebound. 67-63. Now a 4-point game. 1:35 to go. Dons need to get a turnover right here. Hawks have the ball to our left. Tranel on the near wing. Trying to grind this one out and run this clock down. A steal by Ninist at the top of the key. Ninist had the ball knocked away from behind by Hernandez. It will sail out of bounds to our right, and the Dons will have it. 1:17 to go. Ninist on the baseline will inbound. So Ninist now looking. Gets it to Nystrom, wide open under the basket. Tommy lays it in for 2, and now it's a 2-point game with 1:15 to go, and now a timeout on the floor. Here come the Dons, down by a deuce. Stay with us.
Nasonville Dairy, family owned and operated, bringing you fresh cheese curds made daily, along with many other varieties of Wisconsin-made cheeses and treats. Don't forget to check out our cheese and sausage trays for your upcoming parties and cheese and sausage gift packages for the holiday season or any other special occasion. Nasonville Dairy, located just southwest of Marshfield on US Highway 10, NasonvilleDairy.com.
We know how a bank should be at Partners Bank. Banking should be easier, treating our customers as valued and important. Services should be better with online and mobile banking and locations close to where you live and work. Loans should be quicker, and we make all decisions locally with years of experience helping people with their financing needs. Partners Bank, member FDIC, and an equal housing lender.
Partners Bank, better together.
6-point lead at the halftime break. Now trailing 67-65 with 1:15 to go in the ball game. Port Edwards on top by 2. They have the ball. Front court to our left. Tranel on top. Ninist goes for the steal and missed it. Gets it to Hernandez. Now David Gibbs comes out for it. Under a minute to go now. Hernandez gets it back out near the timeline. I believe it was Nareen going for the steal and might be a reach-in on, no, Tommy Nystrom went for the steal and commits his second foul. So now, boy, that's big. double bonus time. So Hernandez, 2 foul shots, 49 seconds to go in the ball game right here. First one is good. So Port Edwards by 3 now, 68-65. Second one is good. Got them both. 69-65. 4-point game. 45 seconds to go. Dons to front court right. Ninist drives down the lane, steps around a defender, misses a layup, gets his own rebound, put back attempt no good, whistle and a foul on the freshman Nathan Gibbs. Free throws for Ninist now on the other end. No good. Boy, his first miss, he was 6 for 6 from the line, and a bad time to start missing free throws, down by 4 with 36 seconds left in the ballgame. Ninist will get one more here. No good again. Rebound grab by Tranel with 30 seconds to go. And now we have a timeout by Port Edwards as Tranel was in trouble in the backcourt. And so Port Edwards.
Very friendly people.
It's like a family.
Real good service.
Service is impeccable. Staff here is very accommodating and friendly.
Everyone makes you welcome.
I enjoy coming here.
Honestly, everybody who works here is just really friendly.
Service is phenomenal.
Everybody's always smiling.
I don't know what else to say.
I couldn't ask for anything better.
It's in the name. There's just such a simplicity to all of it.
At the state tournament, and have lost a lot of talent from that team. I believe it was, 6 seniors? Might have been 7, not sure, but they lost a lot. And this is a much different looking Columbus team than a year ago. So Dons have to play defense here now. Hawks have to go full length of the floor to our left. Tranel up the far sideline to our left and has the ball stolen. No, they're going to say referee Mike Klein there on that call. A reach in from behind by Cole Nareen. And now Tranel can put the game away at the free throw line here with 25 seconds to go. Nareen's first foul of the ball game. Tranel is no good on the first one. Still a little glimmer of hope here. Not much. Time is running out on Columbus here in the season opener. Here's the second one by Tranel. That one is good, and that should do it. 70-65. Dons down by 5. 20 seconds to go. Ninist drives in. Kicks it to Nystrom, left corner 3, good! Tommy Nystrom, 70-68 now. Back to a 2-point game, 15 seconds to go.
At V&H Automotive, you'll get the best price and best selection on all Ford, Lincoln, Chrysler, Ram, Dodge, and Jeep models guaranteed. At V&H, our friendly staff is always ready, here to serve you. No pressure, no gimmicks, just great deals, great service, and the best vehicles in central Wisconsin. Come see why our customers rate us number 1.
V&H Automotive, a short drive from anywhere, or visit us at vhautos.com.
Wondering what to feed your team after work, the game, or this weekend? Chips Hamburgers in Marshfield and Wisconsin Rapids has tasty, char-broiled burgers for any hungry appetite. From the classic hamburger to the famous Chips Champ and everything in between, check out our daily specials. Stop inside to enjoy your meal with comfortable seating. See our complete menu of burgers, hot ham and cheese, hot beef, chicken and fish, fries, rings, curds, and ice cream served year-round. In a hurry? Same great menu in the drive-thru. Chips Hamburgers in Marshfield and Wisconsin Rapids.
Hawks have to go full length of the floor to our left. Tranel gets it up the floor, races to the other end, hands it off to Gibbs, wide open, missed the layup. Drexler has the rebound and then lost it. It was tipped away from behind by the Hawks with 5.3 seconds. The Dons will have the ball, down by 2, 5.3 seconds. They have to go full length of the floor to our right. Nystrom gets it. Up ahead for Nenist. Stolen by Hernandez. Nenist gets it back as time expires. No call, and that will be it. Scramble for the loose ball. Hernandez went for the steal on Nenist. And no call. No call. No call. And now Coach K said something to the officials. They were going to, I think, maybe confront him. And I think Mike, not Klein, Spencer. Mike, No, from Spencer. Anyway, he called him away. I'll think of his name. Yeah, the administrator at Spencer. Anyway, called the officials away. It was, I think, Durfus and Klein were ready to talk to Coach K about the no call. And the lead official of the crew called them back and said, no, let's go. Interesting, no call there. The Dons had it as time expired. And there was a, I guess, I don't know, collision? Not really. Kind of a scramble for the ball at the timeline. And the Dons thought there was a foul there at the end of the game, and there was not. Endres, thank you, Mike Endres. Endres said, no, let's get out of here. Let's not go talk to him. But the Dons coaching staff thought there was a foul there. Coach K and the other coaches said something to the officials as they were.
For over 50 years, Abbey Bank has been providing financial services to local families and businesses. What makes us different? We make banking about you. We have a strong partnership with the communities we serve, helping families grow, helping business grow, and celebrating important moments with new programs and facilities, support for our youth, and help for those most in need. Abbey Bank invests in its communities and gives back locally, with locations in Abbotsford, Appleton, Gresham, Medford, Shawano, Wausau, and Weston. Abbey Bank is rated 5 stars by Bauer Financial and is an equal housing lender, member FDIC.
Winter's coming fast, which means it's time to hit the trails. Bill's Service Center has all things you need to stay warm and dry on the trails this winter. With a full selection of jackets, bibs, helmets, boots, casual wear. And don't forget that Bill's is your chainsaw safety gear headquarters. Bill's Service Center is your one-stop connection for all your cold weather riding gear.
Don't freeze your jingle bells off. Get your cold weather riding gear at Bill's Service Center. Bill's Service Center, where the adventure begins.
Chili Implement, located just north of Highway 10 in Chili, is your place for Kubota zero-turn mowers. If your lawn is big or small, we have all the lawn care solutions for you. Check out our 60-inch deck. Kubota powerful, precise, proven. Chili Implement is your choice for Kubota, Case IH, and Gale. Chili Implement, open 6 days a week to serve you. Chili Implement.
Witness the difference of a Catholic education at Columbus Catholic Schools.
I think everyone should just know what makes this place special.
Come and see. That's just what the Lord always said, and put your toe in the water. There are great schools, and it's a good fit. I'd always want them to come and to just feel the goodness and the family atmosphere.
I invite everyone just to come in and see what it's about and to see if it might be right for them and their family.
We invite you to schedule a tour today.
You've finally found the home of your dreams. Now what? You need a home mortgage from a lender that can help you make homeownership more affordable with the speed and service you deserve.
You need Fairway Independent Mortgage Corporation. Whether you're a new home buyer or refinancing your current mortgage, you can trust Fairway to provide you with everything you need.
At Fairway, we understand you want it right and you want it fast, and we'll guarantee it. 30 days or less, or we'll pay your closing costs.
Be in the home of your dreams faster with Fairway.
Bracket for tomorrow night in round 2. Columbus will face the loser of the next game, which is between Assumption and Nekoosa. So Columbus, the defending champs here at this tournament, will not defend their title. They will not go back-to-back for the second time in 5 years. Instead, they are in the loser's bracket now for tomorrow night, and the Dons will have to play either Nekoosa or Assumption at 6:15 tomorrow night. Our plan right now, I believe, is to carry that game on AM 1450 WDLB tomorrow night beginning at 6, or whenever Tiger Hockey finishes up. We've got Tiger Hockey tomorrow as well. So I'm not sure when that starts. It's, I believe, Tiger Hockey is going to start at 4:15, I believe. 4 o'clock tomorrow. So we'll see. It's going to be tight. We'll have to wait and see what happens. So Tiger Hockey at 4. And then I believe the plan is to have Columbus Dons boys basketball right after that over on AM 1450 WDLB. All right. Dons, well, I don't know. I don't know how good Port Edwards is. Maybe they don't know if you can call this an upset or not. I would have to think. State runners-up in D5 a year ago. Second in the state. And they lose their opener. Well, maybe a bit of an upset. Dons blow the 10-point lead 3 different times in the first half. Port Edwards gets the win over Columbus, 70-68. More of our post-game report after this.
Engineered around your workload, the Kubota RTV X Series is the best-selling line of diesel utility vehicles in America, with unmatched reliability, hydraulic cargo beds, and plenty of
Sports injuries are increasingly common for high school and college athletes, weekend warriors, and elite pros. Knees, shoulders, and elbows are complex structures. Wisconsin River Orthopedics features skilled board-certified orthopedic surgeons and sports medicine specialists willing and able to get you back in action. They also offer in-house physical and occupational therapy, which may be all you need. For the most effective solutions relieving pain and restoring lives right here in Wisconsin Rapids, contact WROinstitute.com or call 424-1881.
Take it. All right, here at Assumption Catholic High School, as we get ready for the nightcap here, Jason Zaleski and Randy Paul. Randy will be giving you the play-by-play today. I'll just chip in whenever I kind of feel like it, I guess. I'll keep it to a minimum, though, Randy. But listen, season openers here tonight, and what better way to start it than here at the Cranberry Classic?
You know, it's always a joy to be at the Classic here, and you put in this many years, and, you know, the good folks over here at Assumption, they just do a whale of a job putting this event together, and it's always fun to get together and talk to the Burkhauser family and just know the amount of effort that they put into this, and they downplay the amount of work that goes into it, but we know that they really do a heck of a job with this event.
Yeah, I just talked to Mr. Burkhauser on the way. Took a bathroom break before we started here. I thought that'd be appropriate anyway. But talked to Mr. Burkhauser down there, and I congratulated him on the effort here so far, and he's very pleased. It's been pretty good attendance here all day, and a lot of people still here, and more coming in for this game here tonight. And normally I would say at this point, well, what do you expect for the game tonight? But season opener, tough to say.
You know, we saw a good one just moments ago, finished up with Port Edwards holding off Columbus Catholic 70-68. Columbus Catholic jumped out to an early lead, but Port just just came back in that ball game and slowly fought back, and they ended up holding them off at the end.
Listening here on 1320 AM WFHR, online at ZaleskiSports.com. It is National Anthem time here at Assumption Catholic, so we will step aside here briefly and be back for the start of this one with starting lineups. We'll be back in just a moment.
Sports injuries are increasingly common for high school and college athletes, weekend warriors, and elite pros. Knees, shoulders, and elbows are complex structures. Wisconsin River Orthopedics features skilled board-certified orthopedic surgeons and sports medicine specialists willing and able to get you back in action. They also offer in-house physical and occupational therapy, which may be all you need. For the most effective solutions relieving pain and restoring lives right here in Wisconsin Rapids, contact WROinstitute.com or call 424-1881.
Looking for an easy way to send or receive money? At Paper City Savings, we offer the latest in technology with person-to-person transfers. Now you can transfer money anywhere within the United States at any time using email or your mobile phone. And the best part is, it's free. Paper City Savings, located in Wisconsin Rapids, Nekoosa, and Plover. Paper City Savings, a proud sponsor of area high school sports, member FDIC, equal housing lender.
Why wait for the first cold day to find out your furnace doesn't work? Call Comfort Air Heating Cooling Plumbing, your local Bryant dealer, for a clean and check to guarantee your system runs safely and efficiently all winter long. From heating installations to maintenance and repair, our Bryant experts do whatever it takes to make cozy and warm the new norm. And with our licensed plumbers, trust Comfort Air for your home's complete care.
Visit comfortair.biz. That's comfortair.biz.
Do you dread opening your cable or satellite bill each month? Tired of paying for a bunch of channels you don't even watch? Then maybe it's time you took a look at streaming TV. Streaming TV is simply a new way to get television content. Instead of using a traditional cable box or satellite dish, you can get programming delivered to your TV via the internet through a smart TV or streaming device. Skinnier channel items make streaming services budget-friendly and give you more control over which channels you pay for. Visit Solaris.net for a number of tools to help get you started. They'll help you calculate the internet speed you need, show you how to install your streaming device, and even help you decide which streaming service is best for you. For a limited time, you'll get a free Roku streaming stick when you sign up for Solaris Internet, so you can try streaming risk-free. So what do you say? Are you ready to kick your cable to the curb and start saving money by streaming TV? Solaris can help. Stop in, call, or visit them at Solaris.net to learn more.
Solaris Media Shower is currently available in Arkdale, Nekoosa, Port Edwards, Rudolph, Wisconsin Rapids, and the town of Plover. Certain restrictions may apply.
Thanks for today's National Anthem, and we turn to Randy Paul for the call of today's game. I think we've got some starting lineups here as our flag exits off the court here. Turn it over to Randy.
Good old Vietnam vets out there presenting the red, white, and blue. We thank them for their service. Jason Zaleski, Steve Maves, Don Chesborough back at our studios, engineer our broadcast. Should be a good one here tonight between the Royals and the Papermakers. Last year, a 2-point ball game between these two squads. We're looking forward to a repeat of last year. Let's take a look, first of all, at Stephen Genrich's Nekoosa Papermakers. They will start one sophomore, Michael Ringer. He's 5'10". Three seniors, all starting for the Papermakers tonight. Isaiah Dillon, 6'1". Another senior, Aaron Merritt, 6 foot. Junior John Barton at 6 foot, and Jace Lober, a senior, also 6 foot tall. For the Assumption Royals, Gary Weisenbeck in his 25th year for the Assumption Royals. They'll start at one guard, a freshman, 5'9" Ryan Shaw. The other guard will be Reed Dillman, 5'7", and a sophomore. The third guard tonight will be Dennis Maytot, 6 foot and a senior. Bryson Galbraith, a 5'10" sophomore, is a forward. And in the middle will be Alec Sullivan, 6'1", and a sophomore. And those are the starting lineups for tonight's contest between the Royals and the Papermakers. The Royals in their home white uniforms. The Papermakers all black except for the numerals and the lettering. The Royals will be going away from AM 1320 on your radio dial as we start out this first half of action, as the teams meet at center court, share pleasantries, and we are about set to tip things off. Aaron Merritt for the Papermakers will go up against Cade Stotts for the Royals, and the tip goes to the Papermakers. They bring it into the forecourt. Royals going to come out in a 1-3-1 defense. 3-ball on the way for Dillon. Doesn't go, but they'll say it's going to be last touched by the Papermakers, John Barton. And we have played 10 seconds, and it'll be the Royals' first possession of the ball game. Dennis Maytot to bring it up court for Coach Weisenbeck and the Royals. Takes it just to the right of the top of the wheel. Dribble it around to Shaw on the right side. Let it fly from way downtown. A little bit long that time for the Royals' Maytot. And here come the Papermakers the other way. Lobner will take it up into the forecourt, go into the left corner. 3-bomb on the way, no. Tipped back out. 14-footer, rattles around, and it falls off. Rebound volleyballed around. We're going to get a foul and 2 free throws up and coming for Barton for the Papermakers.
Well, Randy, I said there wasn't much to talk about. There weren't any games to be played. Well, now we've got 40 seconds of action. Now we can tell everybody about Nekoosa and Assumption.
Exactly.
Now we know it all.
Yeah. First free throw on the way for Barton is good. First point of the ball game. 40 ticks off the clock. 1-0 in favor of the Papermakers. Second free throw on the way. That's a little bit short. Rebound on the floor as well as a couple of bodies, and it'll be Assumption basketball as Bryson Galbraith kind of got legs chopped out from under him, but we played on. It'll be Royal basketball. Once again, into the front court comes Maytot for Assumption. He goes right side to Dillman. Right back to Maytot. They play catch on the right side. Wing to top of the wheel. Rotate it left side, Galbraith. Shaw now, ball above his head. Puts it on the floor with the right hand a couple of times with the dribble. Leaves it for Dillman. Punch it out to Stotts. They were going to start Alex Sullivan. Little question on the ankle, so I think they decided to go with Cade Stotts instead, according to Coach Weisenbeck. Nice little spin move. Use the backboard for the reverse layup, but we're going to get a foul whistled against the Papermakers. And it's going to go against Aaron Merritt. 6-foot senior picks up his first personal. Both teams now with one apiece.
That nice move bailed out there with the foul. He's going to make good now from the free throw line.
If he can tie it with the first one, does. One apiece, 16-39. Still to go, early in the contest. Final game of day one of Cranberry Classic number 35. Second free throw comes up short. We stay at ones. Rebound secured by Barton of the Papermakers. Dribble it into the forecourt. Ball tipped free by Shaw. Picked up by Barton. He'll go in the corner. Now a long cross-court pass is almost picked off. Backdoor pass attempt. Trying to get it to Merritt, cutting the baseline and knocked out of bounds by Reed Dillman. It'll stay on this end. Michael Ringer, sophomore, will inbound it to the left of the basket as we see it from our usual perch high atop of Assumption Gymnasium. Jumper comes from the left wing, doesn't fall. Rebound in the hands of the Royals. Coming to the forecourt, Maytot goes between the legs with the dribble, now takes it between the circles. Keeps the dribble alive, pounds the pavement a couple of times before he goes to the right side. Little penetration off the glass, no good. Rebound volleyball around and out of bounds right over by the Papermaker bench. Steve Gingrich, the coach for the Papermakers. And the inbounds for the Royals. Maytot takes the dribble to the right wing. Dump it in the corner. We got a little pressure on the dribble. Nice shot by Galbraith that is not going to count.
So 2 weeks of practice, and the first time now the coaches get to see what practice did here in a game. And, well, now we're 2 and some change in, and we're tied at 1.
I think the Royals maybe got a little bit of a scrimmage action. I'm not positive on that, but it's never the same as this.
You're right.
Here's a little left hand underneath. Doopsie-doo for 2 for Galbraith. That's a nice little move. And the Royals take the 3-1 lead. Ball in the left-hand corner. That's Merritt with it. Give it to Barton. Put it up. No, and it goes out of bounds, but Barton can't save it. So Alex Sullivan now we're going to come into the ball game for the first time today, along with Benjamin Murray, a senior for the Papermakers.
Some discussion here, Randy. I'm not exactly sure what the cause for discussion is here, but they're coming all the way down here to the Nekoosa bench to describe whatever it is that they've decided here, the 2 officials.
I don't know if the substitute...
He didn't check in?
I thought he did, but he's got writing on the sleeve, which I don't know if it's allowed.
He's got a uniform violation.
That could be, yeah.
So he's going to head now back to the concessions area and
or
take
Walmart.
his shirt off. Well,
one of the 2.
Right. Yeah, he had writing on his right sleeve, and that is a uniform violation. Yep.
Yeah, if it doesn't say Steve Maves, it's not good. So 3-1 Royals, they have the ball. Shaw has it. He'll go left side, and a quick couple of steps they'll say by Dillman. And call it a turnover on the Royals.
Saw that in Marshfield earlier this week. 2 players from both teams had blood on their jerseys. Both of them took off their jerseys for a new one behind the bench. You can't do that. You got to take off your jersey in the locker room. It was a technical foul for both kids.
I thought for sure you were going to say you saw the Steve Maves uniform.
Tattoo, yeah.
The sleeve, right?
Yeah.
Here come the Papermakers trailing at 3-1. A little bit of a penetration by Dillon, and he dragged the pivot foot. And turnover on the Papermakers. 15:04 here in half number 1. 3-1 Royals. Our last game ended up a 2-point affair. Right now, a 2-point lead for Assumption. Dribble it, take it right down the lane, put it up with the right hand, Maytot. It won't go. And we're going to get a foul as knocked to the floor is Galbraith. And the foul going to be whistled on the Papermakers. And they're going to get the jumper on the way for the Royals. Doesn't go. Michael Ringer received that last foul, so he now has 2. He'll have to take a seat. And Dustin Pavlicek will come in for the Papermakers. 3-1 yet.
Yeah, sluggish start, as you may expect for a season opener.
And now we've got an offensive foul on the screen away from the ball.
Number 20 coming back in. Still long sleeve shirt, but no writing on the side. He may have just turned it inside out.
That's possible.
Yep. Well, anyway, he's back in conformity now.
So Aaron Merritt picks up his second personal for the Papermakers. So both he and Ringer now a little bit of a foul trouble, and we've only played less than 4 minutes. Shaw feeds it underneath. Nice pass. Put it up with the left hand. Bryson Galbraith, the sophomore, has 4 of the 5 points for the Royals.
Yeah, good court vision on that pass there. Nice crisp pass right in his hands.
Yeah, talking to Coach Weisenbeck before the game, he said he really likes Shaw. He said he reminds him a lot of some of the other boys that he's had in the past, and said he thinks he can grow into that type of role.
So we've got 20. I didn't catch his name here.
Benjamin Murray.
Murray back in the game now for really the first time, as he was disallowed the first time he tried to enter with the writing on his sleeve. He's good to go now.
We're not sure if he's related to Bill Murray at all or not, but we'll check
be.
on it.
Could be.
Drive down the lane. Put it up with the right hand off the glass. Aaron Merritt gets the first basket of the ball game for Nekoosa, and it's 5-3 Assumption. Royals bring it into the forecourt, take it up the right side, stop and pop a 3-ball, but before the shot, we're going to get Sullivan with a moving screen. And for Alec, it'll be his first personal, second on Assumption. So the Papermakers take it straight up the line. Murray going to jack up a 3-bomb, comes up short, and on the rebound, Murray went over the back of Dennis Maytot, and he picks up his first personal.
Yep, good job there. Follow his shot, just a little bit too aggressive, crashing the boards.
Nick Lieberg getting set to check in for Assumption. Nick, a 5'11 freshman, former student of mine, by the way.
Oh, how about that?
Little trivia for all of you out there at home keeping track.
Make a note right now.
Yeah, exactly. You never know when that could win you a pen.
Yeah.
Backcourt pressure. Shaw, poke checked away, picked up by the Papermakers. Good defense by Loebner. And Jace will bounce it out beyond the arc and pick up the dribble. We'll go to Barton underneath. Put it up with the right hand off the glass. Doesn't fall for Merritt. And Alex Sullivan with the rebound for Assumption. 5-3 Royals.
Both teams couple solid drives here, and a couple times come up empty on those drives, but they'll keep pressuring the rim here. We'll see what happens.
There's Shaw with a nice move and a dip and a dish and a kiss off the glass. Alex Sullivan on the receiving end of that touchdown throw by Ryan Shaw. And it's 7-3 Royals.
Royals fans happy with what they saw there.
You got to love that pass. Get the ball down on the low block on the left side. Kick it back out right side. 3-bomb. Dillon. It won't go. Long rebound. Papermakers rattle it out. And the rebound secured by Maytot of Assumption. And they're out on the run. Dillman up the right side. Sullivan thought about the 3. Pulled back instead. Now goes around Maytot. He'll go straight away with the 3-ball. And the rebound secured by Murray of the Papermakers. Keep it 7-3. Nekoosa with the basketball. And we got a kick called as Maytot got the foot on it. 12:30 to go here in half number 1. Assumption on top, 7-3. Isaiah Dillon. They call him Marshall for short.
Well, of course.
If they don't, we do.
Yeah. You do.
Yeah, somebody's got to. There's a jumper from 15 from the corner. Barton gets his first 2-pointer to go along with the free throw. He's got 3 of the 5 for the Papermakers. 7-5 Royals. 12-10 to go, half number 1. Long 3-bomb on the way. Doesn't fall that time for Dillman. The rebound out in a hurry. Put it up off the rim. Lay it up and down. Jace Loebner ties it at 7s.
Yep, good transition offense off the missed 3-pointer there by Nekoosa, and took advantage of the Royals slow getting down the court.
Maytot into the front court now for Assumption. We'll leave it for Dillman. Left side Shaw. Shaw puts the ball above his head. Murray tries to poke it away, keeps it alive. Tries to dump it down inside, poked away. And out on the fly, put it up again, reverse layup. Good for Jace Loebner.
Yeah, again, more transition offense from the Papermakers, and again, Royals in trail position, headed down the other side of the court.
And we're going to have an offensive charge as Maytot just lowered the shoulder that time and picks up his second personal, team's third.
Nekoosa in the lead for the first time here tonight, I believe. I don't know, they may have been up 1-0, but here now in the lead, almost halfway through the first half.
Sullivan and Maytot will take a seat for the Papermakers. Galbraith and Stotts back in for Assumption. 9-7 Nekoosa. They'll rotate the arc. Royal still in their 1-3-1 zone defense. Coach played that a lot of years over here at Assumption. Get it down into Murray, put it on the floor once, take it to the rack, put it off the back of the rim, no. And the rebound and a foul on the rebound, going to be whistled against Aaron Merritt, and that might be the last time we see Aaron Merritt here in half number 1, because that's his third personal.
Yep, and here comes his replacement off the bench, 22.
That'll be Paul Kennedy, a sophomore, getting set to check in.
Yeah, you love the hustle there, but it's a fine line between aggressive play and a foul, and he found the other side of the line.
Yeah, Aaron, one of the handful of returners for the Papermakers, so that'll be a tough loss to replace. Tough pass down left side. Put it up, Bryson Galbraith. He's got 6 of the 9 points for the Royals. Kind of a floater. Murray not afraid to jack it from three-point land, and he'll bury it. One thing about Ben Murray, he's not afraid to let it fly, is he?
No, it turns out no. After he's got his shirt on the right way, he's here to play.
Shaw into the front court. He'll spin move towards the left wing. Leave it over there for Lieberg. Nick will take it to the top of the wheel and then hand it off to Dillman. And then they have it poke checked away and picked up by Barton. Here come the Papermakers, leading it by 3. 12-9, just about at the 10-minute mark, and we get a couple of steps by Barton.
Yeah, he saw a lane developing there, and he was in a hurry to get there and forgot to put the ball on the floor.
Lieberg back out. He'll be replaced once again by Sullivan. Football coach Sullivan's son.
Yeah,
Alec.
saw Coach Sullivan in the hallway before this game. He was in good spirits.
So the Royals trailing it by 3 on the offensive set. 3-bomb to tie it up. It's good. Reed Dillman's first bucket of the ball game. Knots it at 12s.
Money shot and did it right in front of the money tank for the 50-50 raffle, so that's a pretty good shot by him.
You think he'd get like 25 of it, right? Papermakers rotate the arc. Left side, 3-bomb on the way. That one halfway down, it comes out. Rebound secured by Stotts for the Royals. And Shaw will hurry it into the forecourt. They'll go left side, Galbraith. Back to Shaw, rotate it right side, Sullivan, all the way around to Dillman. Getting a screen at the right elbow. Put up the jumper, Stotts, bank it, no. Rebound Sullivan, runs into Murray, kicks it out to Shaw. Shaw tries to cross over that dribble, saves it, no. Ball touched the end line, unofficially turnover number 4. One tick more than 9 minutes to go here in half number 1. Still tied at a dozen each. Papermakers.
Halfway through the first half of the first game of the year.
Yeah, I just saw they sent in number 25, and of course...
No, not on the roster.
Of course not.
Yeah.
That's the way that works, right? Not even in the program.
Yeah. Now they'll get that fixed for game 2, maybe.
Yeah, you better believe it. So number 25, we'll have to give him a name. We could call him Steve Maves. Murray with the tip,
man,
no.
He's working hard down there.
Oh, it's his twin brother.
Yep.
Ball on the left side. They try to pass it inside. Ball out on top to Maves. Maves will bounce it with the left hand one time. Murray
his
now.
long-lost brother, probably.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. And now Murray tries to get it in the middle. Dillman steals it, gets knocked to the floor, gets back up, gets the ball, crosses the 10-second line, and just too much pressure that time put on by Jace Loebner. And for Jace, it'll be his first personal, 7th team.
Mentioned that fine line before on defense of playing aggressive and playing silly, and that was a silly foul right at the half-court line. There's no real reason to pressure that much, that far away from the basket. 8 minutes left in the first half.
Especially when it puts the other team at the free throw line.
That's exactly right.
Dillman's free throw on the way. Comes up short, and the board secured by the Papermakers. Loebner to the right elbow, stops his dribble, goes right side, 3-bomb on the way, a little bit long that time. I'm just wondering if I take a check here and see if on the Nekoosa, if they have a
JV
number.
roster?
Yeah. I don't think so. Those are all girls. Nope. Try the other side. Alias White Eagle?
White Eagle. Okay.
Should we go with that?
I could believe that.
Okay.
25 on the JV roster. That's usually where some of those guys are.
Sure. Why not? 3 ball on the way.
Out of the game now, though, so we'll think on it a little bit more.
Yeah. We'll put that in for now in case we need it. So the 3 ball doesn't go, and now the other end we go. Ball's on the floor. Scrum picked up out there by Loebner. It'll go between the legs with the dribble. On the left-hand side, Dillon over to Murray. Murray, a little push shot, put it up short, and the rebound secured by Stotts.
Shot it flat-footed.
Sullivan, a little jab step, goes to the block, puts up the floater, good!
Solid, strong move by Sullivan down low. He shoots like that, he's going to be tough to stop down there.
He's got 4 points. Royals by 2. 3-bomb on the way, quickly the other way. Does not fall for Dillon, and Sullivan comes away with it, being pressured by Dillon. Bodied by Dillon. Sullivan not liking it. Tries to get rid of it. It's picked off by Loebner. All the way to the basket with the left hand. It rolls out. Tipped by Dillon, no. Tipped by Dillon, no. Rebound still won't go that time for Pavlis. And it'll be Nekoosa basketball as Coach Weisenbeck decides he's going to take a 30. We decide we'll take one with him. He will be back from Assumption right after this.
Join the roster at Aspirus Riverview Hospital and Clinics. Whether you're a rookie or an old pro, Aspirus Riverview Scouts are looking for players with MVP potential. And you don't need to be a medical professional to make the team. There are opportunities in a wide variety of careers.
Yeah, there's no 25
Apply for a
on the
tryout
varsity,
today
so we'll go
at
with him.
aspirus.org/careers. Aspirus, passion for excellence, compassion for people.
Looking for an easy way to send or receive money? At Paper City Savings, we offer the latest in technology with person-to-person transfers. Now you can transfer money anywhere within the United States at any time using email or your mobile phone. And the best part is, it's free. Paper City Savings, located in Wisconsin Rapids, Nekoosa, and Plover. Paper City Savings, a proud sponsor of area high school sports, member FDIC, equal housing lender.
That buzzer means we're back. 6:41 to go here, half number 1. Royals back on top, 14-12. If I remember right, they were down 12-9, so a little 5-point run here.
Yep. And without that buzzer, we'd be lost. We'd be like a ship lost at sea, I think.
Well, Steve keeps hitting us over there.
Yeah.
Wake up, boys. Still a little bit of hangover of all that turkey from yesterday,
doubt.
right? So the Papermakers down by a bucket with the basketball. They'll try to get it down low to Loebner. He's double-teamed, dribbles out of it, puts up the jumper, and it doesn't go, but we got a jump ball on the rebound and possession arrow in favor of the Royals.
A couple of those Nekoosa misses throughout the game, including that one, bounced on the rim like 5 times. And if those go in, a different game here, but still close, 14-12 Assumption.
Not very fortuitous thus far.
Yeah, well, visiting team, they don't know the rims.
Here come the Royals. Sullivan on the left side, a little bit of a jab step. They'll swing it around to Lieberg, ball above the head, get it right back into Sullivan. Big body off the glass and good.
Yeah, again, another power move down low for Sullivan. And I don't know if Nekoosa has a body that can stop him, and see if they keep going to him here.
Alec, just a sophomore. And a steal now by Bryson Galbraith. And a foul will go to the charity stripe on the other end, as the foul's whistled on Isaiah Dillon, his first.
Yeah, and again, how do you foul when you're in the bonus already and you're in the backcourt? You're 70 feet away from the basket, just not thinking yet, I don't think, of the time and scenario.
You're almost at Aspirus Hospitals where he was standing. And the high arcing free throw doesn't go.
But on the other side of it, though, Assumption to this point not able to make good, though, on those Nekoosa fouling mistakes.
Only 1 for 4 from the charity stripe thus far. Royals by 4. Papermakers 1 for 1 from the charity stripe to this point. And ball loose on the floor, taken away by the Royals. Shaw with the steal. And once again, the Royals will push it into the forecourt with Shaw between the rings. Spin move, take it down the lane, has a poke check free. He picks it back up, tries to feed it over to Sullivan. Bodies all over. Finally coming away with it is Dillon. He'll go over to Loebner. Jace will stop and pop from the free throw line. Now rebound into the hands of Lieberg. Nick out ahead, right side, Dillman for three! And the foul!
Right in front of the Assumption home crowd over there. Students on their feet, many parents on their feet, and a huge roar on the and one three-pointer.
That's going to be personal foul number 2 on Isaiah Dillon. And it's going to send Reed Dillman to the free throw line for the second time tonight. See if he can't get himself up to 50% here. Free throw in the air and off the rack hard, and the long rebound taken away by Lieberg. And the Royals will reload the offense. They lead it by 7. Right baseline, put up the runner. Too strong that time by Dillman. And Loebner with the board for Nekoosa. Jace will put up a little running 5-footer, good. Jace has 6 points. And a timeout going to be taken by Coach Genrich of Nekoosa. He wants a 30, we'll take a 30 as well. You're listening to AM 1320, FHR.
Why wait for the first cold day to find out your furnace doesn't work? Call Comfort Air Heating Cooling Plumbing, your local Bryant dealer, for a clean and check to guarantee your system runs safely and efficiently all winter long. From heating installations to maintenance and repair, our Bryant experts do whatever it takes to make cozy and warm the new norm. And with our licensed plumbers, trust Comfort Air for your home's complete care.
Visit comfortair.biz. That's comfortair.biz.
I don't know if I can talk without a buzzer. There it is.
Hey! I mean, really, it's we're just guinea pigs here. They sound the alarm, we go.
No hesitation on our part. Well, that stopped a 10-0 run for the Royals on that last basket that was put in by Loebner.
Still, though, what a push by Assumption here in the last 5 minutes to take this 5-point lead. Great effort, but great team effort.
19-14, we're down to 4:43 to go in this first half. As Assumption with the basketball. Stotts pounds the pavement ones with it. Goes to Dillman, about 4 feet beyond the arc on the right wing. Now takes it between the rings. Shaw on the left side. Rotated even further to the left. Into the hands of Galbraith. He goes to the baseline, kicks it out. Stotts put up the jumper, no. Shaw with the rebound. Dillman off the shot and the bounce, doesn't go. Shaw has it once again. Royals have about 3 straight offensive rebounds in that set.
Yeah, lucky to get those boards off the really 2 wayward shots there.
So they'll take their time and rotate the perimeter, set some screens at about the elbows, try to get it down low, and it's kicked away by the Papermakers. They'll take it the other way. Tough little scoop shot that will not fall for Dillon, and the rebound is secured by Galbraith and the Royals. Still ahead by 5, 3:40 to go in half number 1. Get it down low. Stotts with a little stutter step. Goes to his left and back to his right. Puts up the shot off the glass. It won't fall. 3:33 remaining in half number 1. 19-14. Nekoosa down, but they have the basketball. A little fake on the pass that time by Barton. Loebner now on the right wing with the dribble. Swing it to White Eagle. Get it down low into the hands of Pavlicek. He'll put it up. Bounce it down, bounce it in. And the junior with his first 2.
Good 3-way action there by the Papermakers, controlling that side of the court.
High arching shot by Galbraith doesn't go. Loebner with the rebound, straight up the court. Stop, 5-footer, yes. He now has 8 points.
Well, there goes that lead. It's now just a 1-point game, 2:45 left to play in the first.
So the Royals were up, 19-12, 6-0 run now by the Papermakers on the answer. Royals in the forecourt. Shaw has it on the left wing extended. We'll go to Galbraith, left-hand dribble. Get it down low to Dillman. Back out to Galbraith. Dribble drive penetration. Little Euro step, put it up and in.
Yeah, just weaved his way right through the lane there, and nicely done.
Kind of looked like a little smaller version of Giannis there.
Similar, yeah, similar. He's obviously been practicing that since March.
Yeah, exactly. On the other end, Papermakers, White Eagle put up the shot, doesn't go. Loebner with those long arms takes it away. Put it up with the left hand and in.
Yep, nice finish there. It was good steal and finish down the court with the left hand. Nicely done.
Jason's had a nice first half, 10 points.
All right.
$1:45 to go. Royals by a single digit, 21-2. You do the math. Inside, poke it away from Galbraith, regather. Shaw thinks about the three, thinks better of it, kicks it out. Lieberg to the free throw line, goes to the corner. Dillman, three ball on the way. Oh, halfway down it comes out. Rebound by White Eagle. Here come the Papermakers. Loebner streaking up the right side this time. He'll put up a little floater. It won't fall. Stotts with the board for the Royals. $1:20 to go. Assumption by a point. And then Shaw was going to pass it to Stotts. He wasn't looking. Loebner was. He took it away. And we're going to get a reach and foul on the floor on the Royals.
Action really picked up here in these last couple minutes as we come barreling down the finish. 1:12 left before halftime. Coach Ryan Klein interview was our halftime show today as the Assumption girls beat Columbus Catholic earlier today. And you'll hear Coach Klein's comments from Monday on our halftime show coming up in just a bit.
And they'll be taking on Loyal tomorrow.
That's right.
Greyhounds victorious earlier today over Columbus Catholic. And on the inbounds pass goes off the hands of John Barton. And the Royals will have it with 1:11 to go, leading by one in half one.
Month 1-1. Can I continue on?
Let's do it.
Okay.
With one more day to go in the month.
All right.
We can do this because the Royals are just
one
passing.
One more half left in the game? All right.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Ball went through the hands of number 4-1, but he regathers. Now in the hands of 1-1. We got to stop. Right-hand side, and Sullivan gets shoved by Murray.
Yeah, and I think I was talking about Sullivan's play earlier and who from Nekoosa can match up with him. Well, Murray is going to have to be the guy down low, and Coach has got him back in the game now. But that was where the foul came, second foul of the half for Murray.
So 10th team foul, so it'll be 2 free throws now for Alec. Looking for numbers 7 and 8. Point-wise at the free throw line. First one comes up short. Royals still have only made 1 free throw tonight.
Yeah, a lot of free throw practice coming up on Monday. They're going to have to play tomorrow, so no time to practice, but a lot of free throws on Monday's practice for sure.
That's always the hard part, you know. You don't have your legs under you yet, and a lot of times you'll like to do it running and then shoot the free throws after that. And this one crawls over the front of the rim and in for Sullivan. So Alec 1 for 2. He now has 7 points. Royals by a bucket with 45 ticks to go. Get it into Murray. He goes on the baseline. Down into the hands of Ringer. Outside 3 ball by number 3, Dylan. Good. And the Papermakers back on top, 23-22, as we approach the 25-second mark of half number 1. Stotts with a quick dribble. Right side Sullivan, Dillman. Reed will put it on the floor with the left hand just once, over to Ryan Shaw. 14 seconds left. Stotts, right side Dillman, down to 10 seconds. Bounce it down low. Sullivan, they double team him, so they go back out to Dillman for 3, comes up short. Loebner with the rebound, half-court shot at the buzzer. Ow! Hit the backboard, hit the rim, doesn't go in, and we have come to the end of half number 1, where the scoreboard reads the Papermakers 23, Royals 22. We'll be back with more halftime activities right after this.
We're also looking forward to talking to Assumption girls basketball head coach Ryan Klein as he enters the studio now, and we've been looking forward to this all morning, Coach. We love having you here. Good to see you again, man. Yeah, have a seat here. Have a seat. We were just, I'll catch you up on what you missed here. We were just going through something new we're doing here at Zaleski Sports this year. We call it our Power 5. It's an alphabetical list of who we think are some of the top girls programs in central Wisconsin, and the Assumption Royals are on our list.
We should probably be first then, right? If it's alphabetical.
It's alphabetical. You are first. You got that right. Coach, thanks for joining us today. Appreciate you taking time out of the morning here to take a breather out of school and come down here and talk to us.
Yeah, we just got done with some continuously compounded interest problems in the pre-calc class, and here we are. Girls basketball now.
I have no idea what you just said, so we're going to keep moving. Something to do with math, though. I know that. All right, Coach. Well, let's get right to it here. First, just remind our audience how long you've been coaching, how many years this has been here in girls basketball, and then what keeps you coming back every year.
Well, I started coaching as soon as I got back to Assumption. This was 14 years ago. And I started off under Coach Burkhauser, and I got to coach with the guys program and the girls program back in my younger days, which was fun. And then I got a wife and kids and all that jazz, and eventually it led me to the head job here, and never really aspired to be a head coach, but took her on, and now this is my 4th year doing it. And like anything, you spend some time doing it, it gets easier and easier with time, and got a great group of girls that certainly help. I mean, not only with the basketball end of things, but they help with the family stuff. They babysit the kids and all that jazz, so it's been good.
You started off the season last week on Thursday night. Now, you had to battle state football, as it turned out. That was going on at the same time, but a pretty good crowd over in Auburndale, and you and the girls come out with a win. You come out with a conference win right away. Tell us about that game on Thursday night.
Well, it's tough starting the season with we've got 2 tough conference games to start the year, and getting Auburndale was great over at their place. I've lost plenty of games over in Auburndale through the years, so I was a little nervous going into that one. I didn't know exactly where we were at, and one of the biggest things for us this year is our guard play needs to complement our bigs, and I think in the second half there. Natalie Weisenbeck, she really kind of gave us a spark. We have 2 seniors on the team, and it's funny just when you look out there and you see a senior versus a sophomore or a junior, the little things that they do where they can bring defensively for you, and that's what really sparked us. Natalie's defense and some of our ball pressure kind of put us over the top on that one. And so I'm looking forward to that moving forward. We have a lot of younger guards that are going to continue to develop, and it's good to see our seniors playing at a high level already early on.
I called the Auburndale Greenwood game on Tuesday. I talked to you that next morning. We talked about that a little bit. 4 of your girls were at that game, kind of watching there. Is that the kind of expectation you have of them, or are they doing this on their own and just getting out and taking this season by the horns right away?
Yeah, well, it's nice in a basketball program to have some basketball junkies, that's important. So I think these girls have played a lot of ball with, the girls from Auburndale or wherever else. So they like to go and watch their friends play. That's a big one. As far as the scouting goes, it's nice to get a look at a team. But that's all on their own. I got better things to do on a Tuesday night. So if they want to go do it, that's more power to them. I've got assistant coaches too that are out scouting and filming, and other guys in the community that help out, and that's great. It's nice to have every advantage you can going into a game.
Yeah, I thought it was very impressive, especially with the season opener and those girls to make the trip up there. And it just shows, to me anyway, they're taking the son of a gun seriously here this year, and they're going to do what they can. The other thing, too, Coach, your 2 tallest girls, there happen to be 2 of them that were sitting a couple rows in front of me there. You've really got size that is the envy of a lot of basketball coaches in the area. Your starting 5. Probably taller than some boys' basketball programs around. What does that size do for you as a coach?
Well, it makes me look good at times. You can't coach size is what they say, and I do my best to coach them up. But it's not just that they're big; they have a work ethic. I mean, the Bone Sisters, Jessie, they're in the gym all the time, and they work on their craft. So, and they enjoy it, so they play with a passion. And like you said, they want to this year. They want to do big things. So they're willing to put in the time, and it's a blessing, it's a blessing.
Last question about the players, then we'll get into expectations here about this year, and including your game tomorrow night at home against Merriwood South rival Edgar. Coach, you and I have talked about this a couple times. You do have that size. Sometimes, though, that size maybe hasn't been accustomed to going after rebounds, jumping, getting off the floor. What do you do in practice? How do you encourage those girls that maybe for all their elementary and middle school career just had to reach up and grab the ball, and now they're going to have to jump, and they've been contested on the boards before. How do you battle that in practice?
Well, with a lot of yelling. I mean, that's basically what it boils down to. I've talked before about the radius of a player, and the radius of a player doesn't just extend past their arms. Their feet can extend their radius. And so, doing your work early, I know I watched film of the Auburndale game, and you watch Maddie and how Maddie works on the glass, and her feet are always moving. She's finding a body, and she's tracking down balls. And, I pointed out to the girls in film the other day, that's a special thing to be able to move your feet and, create contact, be physical, and then go track it down. So there is a lot of yelling at practice. I mean, nothing sets me off more than like a missed rebound on a free throw or something like that. I don't know if you remember back in the day when you were on that lower block. They moved it up a block here. I don't know how many years ago, but man, we used to get screamed at, and we were way down there underneath the basket. And now they're up a block higher. I don't think we should ever give one of those up. So, yeah, I lose my mind a little bit every once in a while, and I think it's pretty ingrained in them that that's an important thing for us. When I ask the girls what's important for our success, they always chime back, defense and rebounding, and that's what we preach. So.
Well, Coach, we're really looking forward to watching all the teams. Your team again makes our Power Five, so we put a special note about the Assumption Royals girls basketball program here in 2019. We think the girls will stay in that Power Five all year. It's up to them. Just as it is up to them to compete for a conference championship. Assumption, Newman, is it a two-horse race in the Marywood South?
Oh, no. I mean, certainly Newman's right up top there, but Stratford's always a great program, too. Edgar's got a lot of girls returning, so they're going to be tough again. I know when we played them in the playoffs last year, it was neck and neck. So, we're going to be in that race, hopefully. But we have not we never put ourselves on top of the conference in the last 5-6 years, so we got to earn it.
Yeah, absolutely. You're going to have to earn a win tomorrow night. That's a rematch of last year's regional final. Folks, number one job, always get down to the gym, cheer on those your favorite team in person. If you can't, ZaleskiSports.com, also a place to watch the Assumption Edgar game on Tuesday night. One of the most wild games I had ever seen and been a part of last year. It was a Kendall Schmidt three-pointer in the corner to tie the game in regulation, and then you and the girls ran away with it there in overtime a little bit. What's it going to take to maybe secure this one a little bit earlier on Tuesday night?
Well, I hate to just beat a dead horse, but defense and rebounding, that's another one of those games where and it pokes its head out all the time against us, is that our rebounding, we can play some decent defense, but if we force a team to take a tough shot, a lot of times their offense is generated by the fact that we can't track the ball down then. And then they pick up garbage points or get to the free throw line or whatever it may be. So we got to hit them hard on the boards and be efficient offensively. I think we.
All right, welcome back to Assumption High School as halftime has concluded. Hope you enjoyed our halftime show. Comments from Coach Ryan Klein. Again, those are from Monday, so we were talking about the Edgar game, which they lost, Randy, in a game they really probably should have lost here back in late February. But thanks for listening to the halftime show. We're back live now, 23-20 Nekoosa as we start the second half.
Papermakers with that 1-point advantage have the ball as they head from right to left across your radio dial. A little high-low action there. Put it up and down for the Papermakers, and they extend their lead to 3. Aaron Merritt now with 4 points.
3 fouls.
So he's got to be careful. He's had a lot of that first half, didn't he?
Yep.
Nice drive, but ball stripped away, but they're going to get a little forearm shiver. That's going to be called on John Barton. The junior picks up his first personal. And obviously first team foul. So to inbound it, we're going to have a kick by Barton as Maytot will try it again from the left side of the lane as we see it here, high atop Assumption High School. Looking. Finally throws it all the way into the backcourt and just saved back there.
Tiptoed the sidelines over there to keep it in bounds.
Galbraith did a nice job running that thing down all the way to the end line. Now he'll take it all the way coast to coast. And Bryson leads all scorers with 10 points as he's...
So he ran 2/3 of the way down the court to get the ball, then runs all the way back down the court. Nobody stopped ball.
He got his running in today. So he has 10 along with 10 for Loebner for Nekoosa. And the Royals climb back within 1, 25-24. We played exactly 1 minute here in half number 2. The winner to take on Port Edwards, reverse layup by Aaron Merritt. He has the first 4 points of the half for Nekoosa. Port Edwards squeaking out a 70-68 victory over Columbus Catholic in that first game here tonight. That was a dandy.
I think Papermakers just different team with Merritt on the floor. Royals see if they go after him here to try to pick up that 4th foul early.
Makes a little difference having experience out there, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Stotts has it stripped away.
By Merritt.
And he gets it up ahead. He'll put it up. Tries to dunk it. Doesn't go, but the follow by Barton is good. That would have brought the crowd to its feet. And Coach Weisenbeck going to take a 30-second timeout and talk about that one. So while they take a 30, let's do the same. You're listening to AM 1320 FHR.
Is joint pain keeping you on the bench? A joint replacement at Aspirus Riverview Joint Center can get you back in the game. You'll be cared for by a winning team of surgeons, nurses, and therapists who specialize in joint replacement. 98% of patients give Aspirus Riverview Joint Center the highest rating available and say they would recommend them to family and friends. Start your comeback today with help from the pros at Aspirus Riverview Joint Center. Aspirus, passion for excellence, compassion for people.
Hey, Randy,
16.
we were about an inch away from our, there's that horn again. About an inch away from our first dunk of the year, and that was Merritt with a nice lift-off there, and just missed on the finish.
Here I was all set to say, dunk you very much, and just didn't get to use it.
Well, now you did.
Or dunk a Shane. All kinds of options there. We have played 2 minutes here in half number 2, and the lead is up to 5 now for the Papermakers. Dillman trying to cut it to 2, and he does with a 3-point bomb. Reed now with 9 points, and it is 29-27. Into the forecourt, Dillon has it kicked by the Royals, Dennis Maytott. So we'll try it again, right next to the scorer's table, right down by the Papermakers bench. Assistant coach Peterson, he's been there for a few years. Into the backcourt, Loebner races it to the top of the wheel, picks up his dribble. Dillon, a left-hand side, into the hands of Barton, bounce it down low, spin move, put it up and in for Loebner.
Usually you got to pay rent to get a place that nice down low, but he lived rent-free down there and right in. Nice job.
He went right to the high-rise, didn't he?
Yeah.
3-bomb on the way again. Doesn't go this time. Rebound. Sullivan off the glass short. And the board secured by Mr. Merritt.
Yeah, Dillman made that shot from that exact same spot last possession. Just missed on that one.
Lead is 4 for the Papermakers. They have possession. We're down to 15-10 to go in the game. Backdoor cut. Barton finish it off the glass. John Barton now with 4.5. He's got 7, and the lead is up to 6 for the Papermakers. Down low, Sullivan on the block, off the glass, comes up short. Rebound Merritt, and ball knocked free. It goes out of bounds. Last touched by Maytott. Dennis did a nice job getting back, breaking that up. Nick Lieber getting set to check back in for the Royals as Reed Dillman will take a seat. Such a young squad for the Royals.
Yeah, a lot
Only
of
one
learning
senior
taking place here, too, in the first half for the youngsters.
I think Coach would be pretty pleased on the inside anyway with the results of that first half for the first game with all these freshmen and sophomores. No juniors on the team, 1 senior. It's like a JV squad, really.
Mm-hmm.
Backdoor cut. Couldn't make the connection that time between Dillon and Loebner. And we'll go the other way. Papermakers leading it by 6. Royals with the basketball try to cut into that 6-point margin.
Bulk of the difference here is free throws for Assumption, I think.
Yeah, 2 for 6 only from the free throw line in half number 1. Nice pass inside. Sullivan with the left hand and finish.
Yeah, and that was a veteran move there by Sullivan. He started his pivot as that ball came in, kind of like a receiver looking up for the ball after it's already been thrown. Nice job.
At 9 points, and now the pass sails out of bounds, overshooting the intended receiver.
Yeah, well, I mean, using his football experience, his football acumen here, and turn that into 2 points on the other side of the court.
Paul Kennedy, a sophomore, will come in now for John Barton. Saw a little PT in the first half. Royals trail by 4. They have possession of the basketball. They run a little 1-2-2 offense here. Lieberg will kick it out to Galbraith, and he got a little push from behind. There's another one of those fouls, Jason, way away from the basket.
Yeah, just too far away, and that's probably about the 5th one like that for Nekoosa. And Murray's going to come to the table here and check in.
That was on Dustin Pavlicek. And Dustin will take a seat and be replaced by Benjamin Murray. So the Royals will inbound it. Sullivan, right baseline, 1 bounce. Leave it for Maytot. He'll bounce it with the right hand a couple of times before lifting and turning to Shaw. Lieberg, dribble with the right hand, switch it to the left, go between the legs, and now back out to Sullivan. Rotate the arc, backdoor cut. Put up, we can hear the slap over here. No foul. Dribble penetration, blocked out of there by Murray. Sullivan for 3, off the back of the rim. Lieberg high for the rebound. He'll put it up, doesn't go, but he'll shoot free throws.
I think they're finally going to get Murray with the foul. And that first one, they said he had hand on the ball. They're actually going to call 22 on the foul. But that first one, a referee down low said Murray had hand on top of the ball. But it'll end with free throws here for the Royals in this possession anyway.
Sounded a lot like skin from up here, but sometimes leather can sound that way.
Just telling you what he said.
That's exactly right. Lieber got it. It rattled a bit, caught a little glass, and it went through.
First point. Had to force it through.
He did.
Yeah.
That's a good way to describe that. Nick will give it a couple of spins. Quick bounce on the way. No good. Of course, his sister Ellie, point guard for the girls the last couple of years.
Mm-hmm.
Down in the forecourt, Kennedy just turns and throws, almost threw it out of bounds, saved by Loebner, and Jace will throw it right back underneath Kennedy. Kennedy puts up the jumper, no good. Rebound, Merritt up, no. Aaron Merritt has been very active, to say the least.
Yeah.
Nick Lieberg, the freshman, picks up his first personal, first on the Royals.
Yeah, Merritt didn't hesitate there, picked up the loose ball, went right to the rack with it. An easy call for the official.
Aaron now with 5 points in half number 2, 7 on the ball game. Kemp Ross, a 6'1 sophomore, will come into the ball game, replacing Bryson Galbraith. Second free throw is on the way, and it is a little bit hard off the backboard. And the rebound secured by the aforementioned Ross. So the Royals down by 4 into the front court, which is right about at 13:20 on your dial right now. Rotate it. Ross thinks about pass to the top, but comes to the right instead. Maytot now will go right baseline, and too much body going to be called on Dillon. Isaiah picks up his 3rd personal foul. Team foul number 4.
And he's going to come out here. We've got a late substitution, but they're going to let him in.
Far official says I had him. Michael Ringer back into the ball game, replacing Isaiah Dillon for Coach Genrich. So Sullivan receives the inbounds pass. Royals down by 4, 12:25 to go in the ball game. Sullivan, low block, kicks it back out. Lieberg, 3 ball on the way, comes up short. And the rebound by Loebner up ahead to Kennedy. Going to get fouled by Lieberg. Going to be number 2 on Nick, and a couple of free throws upcoming for Paul Kennedy.
That Lieberg three-pointer, he was never comfortable with that shot, but he found himself open, and, well, he says, I got to take the shot, I'm open, but he was really never comfortable through his motion there.
Kennedy will put up the first of 2. A little bit hard off the glass and rim. Galbraith back in, replacing Lieberg for Assumption. Kennedy's next free throw on the way, and good. And a full timeout going to be taken with 12:14 to go, and the scoreboard reading 35-30. Papermakers will be back right after this.
Do you dread opening your cable or satellite bill each month? Tired of paying for a bunch of channels you don't even watch? Then maybe it's time you took a look at streaming TV. Streaming TV is simply a new way to get television content. Instead of using a traditional cable box or satellite dish, you can get programming delivered to your TV via the internet through a smart TV or streaming device. Skinnier channel items make streaming services budget-friendly and give you more control over which channels you pay for. Visit Solaris.net for a number of tools to help get you started. They'll help you calculate the internet speed you need, show you how to install your streaming device, and even help you decide which streaming service is best for you. For a limited time, you'll get a free Roku streaming stick when you sign up for Solaris Internet, so you can try streaming risk-free. So what do you say? Are you ready to kick your cable to the curb and start saving money by streaming TV? Solaris can help. Stop in, call, or visit them at Solaris.net to learn more.
Solaris Media Shower is currently available in Arkdale, Nekoosa, Port Edwards, Rudolph, Wisconsin Rapids, and the town of Plover. Certain restrictions may apply.
35-30 here, Randy. Jason Zaleski here alongside Randy Paul. 35-30, Nekoosa over Assumption, and that Port Edwards squad, you said they beat Columbus Catholic 70-68 the game before this. I'd be shocked if either of these teams got to 70 here. 12-14 left on the clock.
So it'll be Assumption basketball as we come out of the break. Into the forecourt comes Maytot with the right-hand dribble against Murray. Take it down the lane, little runner, good. Dennis Maytot gets his first basket of the ball game to go along with one free throw, and the lead is dwindled to 3.
In baseball, they call that a seeing eye single. That ball found its way on its own.
Murray with the 3 ball. That thing rattles around and then it hits the rim and bounces away from Merritt, or he would have got himself another board and put back. Maytot down the lane and up and good. Just like that, Dennis with 4 quick points, and it's 35-34.
Well, Coach Weisenbeck told him something there in that huddle, and obviously he told him get to the rim.
Murray with a big extra step over to Kennedy, put up the J, no. And the rebound to Maytot. So Maytot a couple of baskets and a board now for the Royals, who trail it by 1 with 11:11 to go in half number 2. 35th annual Cranberry Classic. Hope you're enjoying our broadcast of ball game tonight. And a reach.
And there's Merritt with his 4th.
Oh no, for Nekoosa. First of the half, but 4th of the ball game, and subs coming in the form of Pavlicek and Barton, and out goes Merritt and Murray, the M&M boys.
Yeah, well, with this game tightening up, Royals coach Weisenbeck certainly not sad about Mr. Merritt sitting on the bench here for a while.
Maytot almost threw up his 3rd shot in a row. Sullivan gets a hand check by Loebner, and for Jace, that'll be his 2nd personal. Lieber going to come back in for the Royals, replacing Sullivan.
4 seconds, 2 fouls for the Papermakers. Not good.
Boy, if you do the math on that, that's a lot of fouls.
It will be by the time we're done. 10:54 left. It'll be about 300 fouls.
So the Royals on the inbound go to Dillman, right in front of Coach Weisenbeck. Back over to Maytot. Maytot beyond the arc on the right side, goes between the legs. Another layup attempted, good again. Maytot just attacking the rack in the last 3 attacks. And the Royals back on top, 36-35. They'll go backside, 15-footer, book it. Nice looking jumper that time by John Barton. 6.5, 9 on the ball game.
Maytot really doing a nice job since that timeout of finding his way through the lane, and here he goes again.
Put it up again, this time just a little bit short, as Loebner cut him off and got the board. 37-36 Nekoosa as we approach the 10-minute mark of half number 2. Loebner on the right baseline. He gets doubled and then dribbles away from it. Kick it out on top now, rotate to the left-hand side. That's Barton with it. He'll skip it over. 3-bomb on the way, comes up short. Kennedy with the rebound for Nekoosa. Barton, jumper, got it again. 8 points now in the half. 11 on the ball game for Barton.
Nice touch from the free throw line there. The jumper had good momentum, and used that to finish.
He looks good when he goes straight up, doesn't he?
Yeah, he does.
Lieber gets knocked to the floor, and that's going to go against Pavlicek. Be the second on Dustin. And it'll be team foul number 7. So free throws up and coming for Mr. Lieber.
Oftentimes you hear people say, geez, he can't make a free throw, but he can shoot a 15-footer. A lot of times that's all to do with that rhythm and getting in that motion. The free throw, of course, shot flat-footed, and sometimes just not the same shot.
Yeah, before I headed over, Bucks were just starting. Giannis had a wide-open 3 from the left side. Caught it, bounced it, took a bite of a sandwich, put it up, missed it. Instead of just shooting it in rhythm, right?
Yep.
Lieberg off the back of the bracket, doesn't go. And the board secured by White Eagle. Elias White Eagle on the JV roster, but playing some varsity time here today. Right side, there's a long 3 ball that doesn't fall that time for Barton. Still a good-looking shot, just didn't go that time. Sullivan goes on the baseline, just forcing his way in there. As the ball poked away, picked up by Dillman. 3 ball, no. And the rebound, here comes Lobner up the near side. He'll take it all the way to the basket, put it up with the left hand, overlay it, and a blocking foul going to be called on Matot. That'll be number 3 on Dennis.
Had a nice little lean in there with the left hand to and almost hit the shot, but that lean there, nice veteran move, drew the foul. He knew he was going to at least get a free throw. Now he gets 2.
First toss on the way, and good. Lobner now with 13 points for the Papermakers. Royals were up 36-35. Now the Papermakers back on top by 4, can make it 5 and don't, as the rebound is run down by Matot. Keep it at 40-36. 8:48 to go. Sullivan with a catch right underneath the basket. He'll go right back out to Matot. 3 ball comes up short and left, and that goes out of bounds. It'll be basketball Papermakers.
Kind of a critical stretch here for both teams. It's just a 4-point game, 8.5 left, and the next 4 minutes, I think, probably going to decide the winner here.
We'll dump it down on the baseline to Barton. They'll kick it back out to White Eagle. Ball poked away by Dillman, and he'll chase it into the corner, leave it for Sullivan. Had an opening for a moment. Out to Shaw, 3 ball straight away, wide right. And we go the other way in the hands of the Papermakers.
Now this game just begging for some team to take control, and it's wide open. As I say, it is anybody's game, but somebody's going to, just got that feeling, somebody's going to do something here in the next few minutes.
It might be Barton right now. The left hand comes up short. Kennedy on the rebound, and I think over the back they're going to get Kemp Ross on it. Yep. The sophomore picks up his first personal, team's 4th. Bryson Galbraith will check back in, replace Kemp Ross. So Isaiah Dillon to trigger the inbound. Right side of the basket the way he sees it. And he will inbound it to White Eagle. Back to Dillon. Ball not touching the floor until almost a walk right there. Lobner, long cross-court pass. Pulled out of the sky, he gets it right back, goes baseline to Kennedy. Nice backdoor cut, hoop and harm. As Reed Dillman's gonna get called for the reach in. And the bucket by John Barton. He's got 10 in the half, 13 on the ball game. Looking for number 14 at the bottom of the net on this free throw.
Well, like I said, this game is just begging for somebody to take it over. Maybe that was it.
Free throw's good. And the lead extended to 7. Biggest lead of the ball game for the Papermakers. Coach wants a full, so do we. We'll be back with more from Assumption right after this.
Don't take chances with do-it-yourself plumbing. Call the experts at Comfort Air Heating Cooling Plumbing. More than your trusted Bryant dealer, Comfort Air also has a licensed master plumber on staff who ensures watertight service every time. Whether it's fixing a leaky faucet, repairing a broken water heater, or installing a new toilet. When you need plumbing done right, or help with your Bryant heating or cooling system, Trust the team who always does whatever it takes.
Visit comfortair.biz. That's comfortair.biz.
Looking for an easy way to send or receive money? At Paper City Savings, we offer the latest in technology with person-to-person transfers. Now you can transfer money anywhere within the United States at any time using email or your mobile phone. And the best part is, it's free. Paper City Savings, located in Wisconsin Rapids, Nekoosa, and Plover. Paper City Savings, a proud sponsor of area high school sports, member FDIC, equal housing lender.
Back here at Assumption High School as we take a look at some of the kids in attendance here. Many of those, Randy, some of the girls basketball players over there, and they will hit the court tomorrow at 1:15 championship game versus Loyal Greyhounds.
Greyhounds always been a tough opponent over the years, and looks like they aren't going to be too bad again this year.
Well, state champion just a few years ago. Coach Reith always doing a nice job over in Loyal. It'll be a good one.
Yep, they've had some great battles in the past in some of those sectional semifinals, that's for sure.
That game will be right here on 1320 AM WFHR tomorrow, 1:15.
Actually, I don't think we're going to because of the Badgers.
Are we going Badgers?
Yep.
Badgers will preempt high school basketball?
Yep.
Blasphemy.
I know. We just work here, right?
Well, you still watch the game live,
Right.
WFHR.com, ZaleskiSports.com.
That's right.
Still watch it. Have fun. We'll still be here doing it.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
So Galbraith with the free throws. He's fouled by Paul Kennedy. And Galbraith's first free throw is on the way and good.
Loyal, back to girls basketball. One of those teams in the area with height that can match up against these Royals. I think it'll be a good one.
Should be a dandy. Yeah. Second free throw for Galbraith. Nothing but Twine. He's got 4 in the half, 12 on the ball game. And the lead down to 5, 43-38, 7:14 to go. Reminds me of Babe Ruth for some reason. I don't know why.
12?
7:14.
Oh. Yeah. Some reason,
not sure. So a kick by the Royals. Papermakers will reload the offense.
I thought you maybe saw somebody with a hot dog and a cigar out here somewhere.
That would do it too, right?
All right.
Under 7 minutes to go now here. Nice catch on the backside by Loebner. We'll go around to White Eagle, down the baseline, Kennedy. Kennedy gets triple teamed, taken away by Maytot. We're going the other way for the Royals. He's at the elbow, he gets double teamed and gets rid of it to Sullivan. Sullivan loses it momentarily, picked up by Dillman. Galbraith down the paint with the left-hand floater, no. And the rebound secured by Barton for Nekoosa.
Of course, Babe Ruth, cigar and hot dog on the on-deck circle. That's where that usually happened.
Isn't that funny to think back how that was back then?
Yeah, it was.
Oh, my goodness. 6:20 remaining in our ball game. 43-38. Papermakers up by 5. White Eagle with the left-hand dribble. Bounces it on top to Dillon. Loebner, White Eagle, tries to go right side, and he just threw it to the spot that was vacated by Barton for the turnover.
Think back, too, to just carry this conversation on for the very last moment, we'll do it. Yeah, you think back the 50s, 60s, even some of the 70s, guys, NFL players smoking at halftime in the locker room. And, yeah, those days, though, I think are gone.
In the dugouts?
In the dugout, yeah.
Yeah. Phil Bankston on the sideline with the Packers. 3-bomb! Good! Reed Dillman. His second 3-ball of the half. He's got 12, and it's back to a 2-point game. Papermakers 43, Royals 41.
Yeah, right on time. Here's a turnover here, but that 3-ball was right on time as it looked like Nekoosa may start to kind of pull away, but timing is everything, they say in life.
7-point lead out of that TO. It's down to 5, and right now, if the Royals could hit a 3-bomb, they'd be on a little 8-0 tear here. Dillman goes left side. Galbraith, high arching 3. Good! That just about hit the lights. And Coach Genrich wants a TO. We'll take one with him. You're listening to AM 1320 FHR.
Sports injuries are increasingly common for high school and college athletes, weekend warriors, and elite pros. Knees, shoulders, and elbows are complex structures. Wisconsin River Orthopedics features skilled board-certified orthopedic surgeons and sports medicine specialists willing and able to get you back in action. They also offer in-house physical and occupational therapy, which may be all you need. For the most effective solutions relieving pain and restoring lives right here in Wisconsin Rapids, contact WROinstitute.com or call 424-1881.
All right, Randy, 1-point lead for the Royals and 5:16 left. I remarked at around the 8-minute mark that somebody was going to shake loose in the next 4 minutes. Now the Royals are on a tear. Maybe it's them.
Funny, we came out of that last TO with the Papermakers up by 7. And just a few moments now pass by on the court, and they're down by 1, but they do have possession of the basketball as we come out of the TO with 5:10 to go. Merritt back in the ball game now, and it goes off the hands of John Barton as it was tipped initially by the Royals, and they'll get it back now with 5 minutes remaining in the ball game.
Yep, deflected on its way through, and here goes another 3.
Maytot can't get it to go, and rebound is ripped down by Barton. And they'll leave it to Isaiah Dillon to bring up the near side of the court. He'll bounce it on the left-hand side to Merritt. Back on top to Barton. Merritt just inside the arc. Bounce it out beyond the arc. Skip pass across the top. Goes into the corner to Loebner. It's taken away by Maytot. He'll take it all the way, lay it up with the right hand and in. Dennis Maytot. He's got 8.5, 9 on the ball game, and the lead extends on a 10-0 tear now for the Royals. And Loebner! Oh my goodness, how did he muscle that in?
Desire, strength all mixed into one there, and wow.
It's 43. That's not right though.
No, we got 46 all on this
Yeah,
side.
they didn't put on the 3-point play there. So 3:53 to go.
Yeah, we believe to be a tie game right
It
now.
is, you bet. Because they had 43 coming out of the TO and it was a 3-point play.
Scoreboard here in the gym says no. It says it's a 2-point game. That's wrong.
Left hand up and good for Galbraith again. He's got 17. Yep, now the Papermaker bench is pointing it out to the coach, saying that the score is wrong. They got to get that fixed. Jumper right baseline, no.
I don't know. We may be the only 3 that know that that score is wrong. But it is. I mean, if you're the Nekoosa coach sitting there, you think you're down by 4.
Yep.
You might coach a little different. He's talking to the scorer's table right now.
Yes. 3 ball on the way. No. That time for Dillman, and here comes Loebner. Pass Shaw, put it up the floater. No. Rebound, there's Merritt. He can't finish, gets his own rebound. Blocked from behind. Ball down low. Scrum going on. Jump ball. Possession arrow in favor of the Royals. And now Coach Genrich wants the
here, and there's some discussion here at the scorer's table, and our official Alex Bartman's going to stop play here and get the score. Because again, Randy, that can change your strategy as a coach if that score here is wrong. We believe the score is 48-46. In here it says 48-44, and that's a whole different coaching scenario.
Because they had 43 coming out of the TO, and they got the 3-point play, and they didn't give them the bucket. There it goes.
Okay, now they've changed it, so.
All the Nekoosa people knew.
Yeah.
And all the Assumption people were going, well, I don't see if they're looking up in the sky.
Well, I said we may be the only 3, but there may have been another 150
right.
also that knew. They weren't going to say anything.
So it's a 2-point game. Everything is kosher now on the scoreboard. 48-46, 2:46 to go in regulation, dare I say.
Yeah. Yeah.
At the end of a long day, nothing like a little OT, right?
Oh, well, why not? Bonus basketball.
Shaw just gets reached in, and that foul going to be whistled against Dustin Pavlicek. It's his 3rd personal. And a bonus situation coming for Mr. Shaw, who has not scored yet tonight, nor has he shot a free throw. Ringer back in, replacing Pavlicek for the Papermakers. Shaw's free throw on the way and good. (49-46) 2-3-4 remaining on the clock here, time-wise. Second free throw for Shaw on the way and good.
Well, with all the free throw struggles the Royals have had, those were 2 there that were needed and put the 4-point gap now in between the Royals and the Papermakers.
Freshman very smooth, wasn't he at the line that time? Very calm. So the Papermakers down by 4, 2:20 to go in the ballgame. Loebner will go left side to Merritt. Merritt's on the left wing, bounce it a couple of times towards the top of the wheel, almost taken away by the Royals. Jumper 3 bomb, good by Isaiah Dillon. That's his second tray of the contest. He now has 6, and it's a 1-point game with 2 minutes to go here from Assumption.
Galbraith, aggressive defense, went for the steal and left the shooter wide open for that 3.
Ball on the left side, there's Shaw with it. He'll bounce it with the right hand, turn the edge, go down the lane. Tough floater, doesn't go. And the rebound is on the floor and picked out of there by Barton for Nekoosa. They trail by 1 with $1:41 to go. Merritt, left wing. Royals in the zone defense, 1-3-1. Bounce it on the right-hand side to Dillon. Isaiah has it on the hip, now put it on the floor a couple of times. Goes over to Loebner. Jace, right-hand side. It's out to Ringer. Left elbow, try to lob it underneath the Merritt. Tough catch. He gets fouled on the way to the rack by Bryson Galbraith. First on the sophomore. We got 2 free throws coming up for Mr. Merritt.
At the 8.5-minute mark, I said somebody was going to take control of this game, and the game said nobody controls me. And nobody has, and we are staring right down the barrel of a tie game here with 1:17 left on this Merritt free throw.
He's 1 for 2 from the free throw line thus far. First one on the way, good.
So we are tied.
50s on the clock. 1:17 on the time as well. Great game for the young kids from Assumption, huh?
Oh, yeah.
Second free throw, hard off the brack. No. Rebound to Galbraith. And the Royals with $1:13 to go. Now let's see what this young team does. Timeout taken by Coach Weisenbeck. I think they're going to take a full. Yep, they got one left. We'll take one with them. You're listening to AM 1320 FHR.
Looking for an easy way to send or receive money? At Paper City Savings, we offer the latest in technology with person-to-person transfers. Now you can transfer money anywhere within the United States at any time using email or your mobile phone. And the best part is, it's free. Paper City Savings, located in Wisconsin Rapids, Nekoosa, and Plover. Paper City Savings, a proud sponsor of area high school sports, member FDIC, equal housing lender.
Don't take chances with do-it-yourself plumbing. Call the experts at Comfort Air Heating Cooling Plumbing. More than your trusted Bryant dealer, Comfort Air also has a licensed master plumber on staff who ensures watertight service every time. Whether it's fixing a leaky faucet, repairing a broken water heater, or installing a new toilet. When you need plumbing done right, or help with your Bryant heating or cooling system, trust the team who always does whatever it takes.
Visit comfortair.biz. That's comfortair.biz.
All right, back here at Assumption Catholic, 50-50, 109 left. And tell you what, a lot of celebration over there, and the kids in blue having a good time in the timeout.
Oh, yeah, it's always a great time. You know, Friday night on a Thanksgiving break, and you're enjoying some basketball, game number 8. Having a great time here at Assumption High School. And if you can't make it out, we're glad you're listening to us on the World Wide Web or on the radio tonight.
Yeah.
So it'll be Royal basketball as they'll inbound it right between the Weisenbeck coaches. To Sullivan, Maytot, the only senior on the team with the basketball. Gives it to Sullivan. He's beyond the arc on the right wing extended. Over to Dillman. Reed will bounce with the left hand. Down to 55 seconds to go. Galbraith with the left hand dribble. They going to settle for one? What do you think?
Well, at this point you could, as we're under 45. At this point, why rush it right now? See if you can bleed it all the way down under 10 and then go, and they may be able to do that.
You know, the Royals, they run this little pick and screen and pop. They've done this for years, and they can take a minute off the clock very easily.
That's exactly what they're going to do here. And
especially now that you're down to 30, right?
Yeah.
Looked up at the clock, saw that there's 25 left. Wonder if they'll take a timeout yet and run a set play, or if they'll just let it go here. 19 seconds. Maytot inside. Left-hand scoop, no. Rebound grabbed by Loebner for the Papermakers.
All right,
and a timeout taken by Coach Genrich.
Keep it here with 11.5 left. But all right, well, that was a risky decision here. I don't know what else to say there. I mean, I think it was the right thing to do, but sometimes you do have to roll the dice. Coach Weisenbeck in that timeout obviously called his best clock waster there, and they wasted almost a whole minute off the clock, but just didn't get the shot at the end that maybe you would have wanted there.
Yeah, you think, the seniors got the ball. If you got a lane, go for it, and he did that. Just ran into a lot of congestion in the lane, just didn't go for him, and now Papermakers have a chance to set up a final shot for themselves. Boy, we've had a lot of interesting final shots thus far in college basketball. A young man by the name of Stephen F. Austin, I think he fought in a war, was able to defeat Duke by himself.
Yeah.
That was an interesting one. And now Duke will face off against Michigan State, I believe, on Tuesday in that Big Ten versus ACC. A lot of good games going on.
But Randy, you mentioned at about the 3-minute mark that perhaps overtime. Well, now the only thing standing between us and bonus basketball, 11.5 seconds as both teams come back on the floor out of the Nekoosa timeout there. And now it's Nekoosa's turn with 11.5 to see if they can find a win here to start their 2019 season.
And the Royals going to pick up man-to-man. Loebner going to run away from Shaw. Little Euro step, put it up, rolls off. No. Merritt with the rebound, knocked away. And they're going to call a foul on the Royals with 5.6 seconds to go. And they're going to call it on the senior, Dennis Matot, number 4.
Well, a lot of commotion in the lane there, a lot of bodies jumping around, but foul was the eventual outcome there. Now
tied at 50s. On the way and good. No, it was halfway down and it came out.
It left his hand and it looked really good. Now, Coach Weisenbeck is going to see if he can ice the shooter Merritt, and we'll see what they call here. They're going to call a 30-second timeout, so we'll keep it here with 5.6 seconds left. Gary saw an opportunity there after that to ice the shooter, but yeah, that left his hand. That's good 99% of the time.
That thing was right on. It was just perfect distance, so you thought, well, it's good. Halfway down, it decided to come back out. And now what Coach Weisenbeck's doing is make or miss, drawing up that final 5 seconds. And it's early in the year, but a lot of times you like to practice these in game situations. What are we going to do if there's 10 seconds, 5 seconds? What are we going to do full court? They know that they can take the ball full court and get it off a decent shot. We'll see what Mr. Merritt does here on the second free throw. Place will get dead quiet. 50-50, 5.6. Free throw on the way. This one rolls off too. Galbraith to Matot. 3, 2, 1. Put it up. Now off the backboard. It doesn't go. And we've got OT, baby.
That's right. Get a TO, get an OT. And that'll cause us to take a commercial break as overtime basketball is upon us. We are undecided after 2 halves. We are 50-50, and we'll be back.
Do you dread opening your cable or satellite bill each month? Tired of paying for a bunch of channels you don't even watch? Then maybe it's time you took a look at streaming TV. Streaming TV is simply a new way to get television content. Instead of using a traditional cable box or satellite dish, you can get programming delivered to your TV via the internet through a smart TV or streaming device. Skinnier channel items make streaming services budget-friendly and give you more control over which channels you pay for. Visit Solaris.net for a number of tools to help get you started. They'll help you calculate the internet speed you need, show you how to install your streaming device, and even help you decide which streaming service is best for you. For a limited time, you'll get a free Roku streaming stick when you sign up for Solaris Internet, so you can try streaming risk-free. So what do you say? Are you ready to kick your cable to the curb and start saving money by streaming TV? Solaris can help. Stop in, call, or visit them at Solaris.net to learn more.
Solaris Media Shower is currently available in Arkdale, Nekoosa, Port Edwards, Rudolph, Wisconsin Rapids, and the town of Plover. Certain restrictions may apply.
Well, Randy, I was right earlier today, and now I've been wrong twice in the past, 20 minutes or so. One, I said somebody's going to take charge of this game as it came down the stretch. I was wrong. I said, there's really no chance somebody can score 70 like Port Edwards did the game before this. I could be wrong on that as we're tied at 50 to start overtime.
So we get an extra 4 minutes of extra play here in game number 8. And on the jump ball, we're going to get another jump ball. I think they're going to have to.
Jump ball.
They probably have to re-jump it because nobody has possession.
Yep.
It can't be a possession arrow. So it'll be Matot going against Ringer here.
Good thing inside hockey, they could have chased somebody out of here and sent somebody into the circle.
Oh, yeah. Could have done a whole line change,
right?
Oh,
yeah, they could have. And they probably would have.
Tip it towards the Royal basket, and it's run down by Sullivan. Throws it in the back court. That should be over and back, and it is.
Yeah, over and back.
So, yeah, they say that the Royals actually possess the ball. So now if there's another jump ball, it will be Papermakers basketball. So they have it right now. Merritt, he's on the right baseline. They'll swing it around. Try to get it into the lane. Grabbed there by Ringer, and he gets fouled. On the floor, I believe.
Yep, that will be it for Matot. 5,000. Who would have thought, Randy, with... I'm drawing a blank on 21 here.
Aaron Merritt, yeah.
Who would have thought that Merritt's still in this game in overtime, and Matot's the one that exits first here? That was... not many people had that right.
Michael Ringer, first free throw attempt of the night. No good.
Yeah, Merritt had 3 fouls at about the 3-minute mark in the first half. He's still in this game.
So they said he was in the act of shooting. Second free throw, no good either. So 0 for 2, we stay at 50s. 3.5 to go. Ryan Shaw between the legs with the dribble. Left side Galbraith. Ball above his head. The lefty has made some big shots tonight. Lieberg underneath. Sullivan, right hand good. Alex Sullivan now with the 11. And the Royals ahead by 2, 52-50. Down the lane. Loebner put it up, no. Rebound grabbed out of there by Ringer, and he is fouled. And he'll shoot. As the foul's on Nick Lieberg. For Nick, it'll be his third personal.
That one you heard the slap all the way up here. And to the line one more time, but free throws have been a real trouble spot for both teams.
Should be 1-1, or do they say in the act of shooting?
Yeah.
Okay. I thought he pointed on the floor, but looked like it was on the rebound.
Well, missed the shot anyway, so the free throw struggles continue for both teams.
Second one on the way, and no good. And Lieberg gets the rebound for Assumption.
Yeah, neither free throws had a chance there.
3 minutes to go, 52-50. Royals with the ball and the lead. Galbraith goes to Lieberg. In the corner, Sullivan coming to baseline, put it up, overlays it. Thought he got hit on the arm, we play on. Here comes Loebner the other way for the Papermakers. He'll back it off once he got to the left elbow. Jumper, left side, 3-ball, good by John Barton. He has 17 points to lead the Papermakers in scoring. Loebner with 16.
Boy, and they almost had an over and back coming across the floor there. Close, but still with the ball.
Got the foot down, didn't he? And now a turnover. Merritt against Lieberg. Take it in, lay it up and in. And coach. Oh, they thought they were going to take a timeout. The official thought he heard him call timeout, but he didn't, so it'll be Royals basketball. They'll fix it.
Yep, no timeout here, so the play will continue.
Good job by the official.
Yeah.
Saying, no, I thought I heard it. I didn't. We play on.
Yep. So, Randy, 2:17 left. So there's still plenty of time here. The Royals find themselves down by 3, but they do have the ball. And plenty of time. If we learned anything in the first 2 halves, we learned that anything can happen here with 2:17 left.
Yeah. Twice we've seen rallies by each team when they were down by 6-7 points.
Mm-hmm.
So right now the Royals down by a tray with 2:08 to go, and they have the basketball. Sullivan going to turn the edge hard, goes right side. Dillman for 3, no, it doesn't go. The rebound battled for and won by Galbraith. He'll put up a tough shot. It won't go. And Loebner with the rebound for Nekoosa.
Yeah, that 3 had the line, it just didn't have the lift.
$1:50 to go. Left side, in the hands of Barton. He'll come out to Dillon. Murray, who came in on that last timeout, has it poke checked away. Here comes Sullivan the other way. He'll stop at the three-point arc. Over to Dillman, back over to Sullivan. Rotate the arc. Lieberg with it. He'll back it off. Royals reset. Buck and a half to go. Down by 3. Dillman with the basketball. Takes it to the top of the wheel. Man-to-man employed by Nekoosa. Lieberg on the baseline. Double team down there. Goes back out on top to Dillman. Right side. Sullivan. Bounce it with the left hand. 2, 3, 4 times. Picks it up at the top of the wheel. Down to 1:08 remaining. There's Dillman between the legs. Now tries to turn the edge. Baseline Lieberg. Double team down there. Spins. Kicks it back out on top to Shaw. Under a minute remaining. Sullivan for 3. Yes!
Boy, oh boy. I was just about to say that was a long possession, but you get 3 points out of it, you'll take that.
Alex Sullivan ties it at 55 with 40 ticks to go. Dylan inside to Murray.
Nope,
and we'll say nope, timeout first.
Timeout. Boy, he may have traveled anyway, but timeout.
I think they got the TO just before they got the TO.
Yeah.
Timeout before the turnover. Let's take 1, 2. Back with more after this.
Join the roster at Aspirus Riverview Hospital and Clinics. Whether you're a rookie or an old pro, Aspirus Riverview Scouts are looking for players with MVP potential. And you don't need to be a medical professional to make the team. There are opportunities in a wide variety of careers. Apply for a tryout today at aspirus.org/careers. Aspirus, passion for excellence, compassion for people.
All right, back at Assumption High School, 55-all, 36.8 left in overtime. And just like I said at the end of regulation, we had 11.5 left and nothing standing between us and overtime but 11.5 seconds. Well, now nothing standing between us and double overtime, then 36.8. We had an overtime game in the JV contest between Port Edwards and Columbus, and now we've got an overtime game here. That was boys basketball, and again, boys basketball, now varsity overtime here. Thanks to all of our sponsors today and with us for the winter sports season. Still time to jump on the winter sports bandwagon and give a call to WFHR and put your name in the mix here and have some fun with us. Randy, fun 36 left.
And it'll be Papermaker basketball coming out of the timeout. Dylan to inbound it for Nekoosa. Got Murray open underneath, didn't see him. And instead they go down into the corner, into the hands of Barton. Merritt on top now. 1-3-1 zone by the Royals. Murray on the left baseline. They double team there. Go baseline all the way across. Now on top with 22 seconds. At this point, Nekoosa probably will go for the last shot. We're down to 18. Barton right side. Dylan back to Barton. Over to Loebner with 12 seconds. Now they're going to start the motion offense with 8. Bounce it inside to Murray. Murray just bullying his way inside. Spin move. Doesn't go. But I think with 3.1, they're going to give him free throws.
Same thing happened at the end of regulation. It's going to be free throws for Nekoosa with a chance to win it. Unable to convert at the end of the second half. See if Murray, with 3.1, able to put his Papermakers in the lead.
0 for 6 are the Papermakers on their last 6 free throw attempts.
Yeah, not good.
Make one here, though, you can probably get the W. Murray with 2 shots. First one on the way, short.
Yeah, it was short from the time it got up to his shooting hand.
Just like last time, they're going to try to ice the shooter again.
All right, full timeout here. We'll be back for the final free throw in 3.1 after this.
We hope it's the final 3.1.
Looking for an easy way to send or receive money? At Paper City Savings, we offer the latest in technology with person-to-person transfers. Now you can transfer money anywhere within the United States at any time using email or your mobile phone. And the best part is, it's free. Paper City Savings, located in Wisconsin Rapids, Nekoosa, and Plover. Paper City Savings, a proud sponsor of area high school sports, member FDIC, equal housing lender.
Well, another timeout and another dance contest in the Assumption student section. And you know what? When they've got moves like that, they all win, as far as I can see.
You know, you just can't go wrong with a little fishing in the dark.
Yeah, nitty-gritty dirt band.
Nitty-gritty dirt band.
Yeah.
And we're right down to the nitty-gritty, too.
It's ice fishing, yeah.
3.1 to go, 55-55, and Nekoosa 0 for 7 on their last 7 free throw attempts. Trying to win it here on a free throw by Benjamin Murray. The senior looking for point number 4. He's got a 3 ball behind his name.
Yep, hero time right now for somebody. Maybe, maybe not.
See if it can be Mr. Murray. Free throw on the way, and it is good. See what the Royals can do in the final 3.1. Galbraith looking. Throws it up ahead. It goes off the hands of Reed Dillman. And they're going to confer on it.
Talk about it. White ball, looks like, and it is.
Ooh.
Only 1 second went off the clock there, too. So kind of like the NBA here, Randy. They get to advance the ball to half court. Only had 1 second come off. And going to have a shot here.
Yeah, 2.2 to go. It'll be Galbraith to inbound it. Gets it to Dillman. Fire up a 3 ball at the buzzer. Off balance, doesn't go. And the Papermakers win a thriller in overtime, 56-55. And they will take on Port Edwards tomorrow night at 8 o'clock, while the Assumption Royals will take on Columbus Catholic in the early contest. I know Coach is disappointed, that being Coach Weisenbeck, but on the other hand, he's got to be thrilled by the effort his basically JV team gave here tonight. So once again, in overtime, our final score, 56-55. We hope we get a chance to chat a little bit with Coach Weisenbeck here after the ball game. I'll add up some numbers. We'll talk a little bit right after this. You're listening to AM 1320, WFHR, as well as on the World Wide Web at WFHR.com and ZaleskiSports.com on the World Wide Web. We'll take a timeout. Back with more after this.
Why wait for the first cold day to find out your furnace doesn't work? Call Comfort Air Heating Cooling Plumbing, your local Bryant dealer, for a clean and check to guarantee your system runs safely and efficiently all winter long. From heating installations to maintenance and repair, our Bryant experts do whatever it takes to make cozy and warm the new norm. And with our licensed plumbers, trust Comfort Air for your home's complete care.
Visit comfortair.biz. That's comfortair.biz.
Back here at Assumption High School, Coach Weisenbeck, I'll tell you what, great game. You might not be able to hear me through the headset, but you'll be able to hear you.
You'll be able to hear when I talk?
Yeah.
Okay.
Nice job by your basically JV team.
Yeah, it was. Really kind of hurt that we had in the first half for so many minutes, so that kind of hurt us. But, you know, it gave some other kids some opportunity to get some varsity time, and you know, a couple times we could have folded in the second half when, you know, they went up 3 or 4 or 5 or whatever it was. But, you know, they hung in there pretty well for a young group.
You bet. That one time was like 43-36
or something.
You were down by 7, yeah. You guys just went on a 10-0 tear there.
Yeah, it's nice. It's nice. So
I was saying right at the end of the game, I said, you know, you got both emotions, I bet, going on in you right now. Disappointment you lost that game, but you got to be so proud of the way that your kids really hung in there.
They battled. You know, they battled, you know. So, you know, we're going to be outmanned a lot, you know, every night. They're just physical, the physical end of things. But, you know, they did some good things, you know. Made some shots at big times and, you know, got a couple stops when we needed to get a couple stops or a big rebound or so, yeah, overall, you know, their effort was great.
Alex Sullivan hampered a little bit by an ankle, but he seemed to play through it pretty well today.
He did. He told me that it was feeling, you know, pretty well. So, you know, we went with it probably a little bit longer than we thought we were going to be able to. So hit that big 3, you know, to get things tied up. So, you know, good for them. Okay, good. They should have some confidence. I don't know how many turnovers we ended up with. I know we had 12 in the first half. We talked about that at halftime about taking care of the ball a little bit better. So, but you know, when you're playing freshmen and you know last year they're playing 8th graders and now you know that pass that went through last year, that pass isn't going through. So, or that move that they had last year that got by somebody, you know, that doesn't work yet. So they'll figure it out. Okay, they're a smart bunch, and you know they'll figure it out. I thought Bryson.
Yeah, I was going to mention
I thought
him.
Bryson had a really nice game, really on both ends of the floor. Okay, and offensively, he surprised, I think, a lot of us. Okay, but yeah, we're going to need everybody to pitch in and get a point here or there for us.
17 for Bryson tonight.
That.
I think you're right. That just kind of surprised everybody.
Yeah.
And you're talking, you and I, before the ball game about Ryan Shaw as well. Kind of reminds you of a former player, doesn't
He does. And Matt Turbo was in the house tonight. I saw Matt before I came up. So he reminds me of Matt, who was on the point guard for the 09 team. But he does. Ryan reminds me a lot of Matt. So. So that means that his future would be pretty bright.
Thanks for reminding me of that was the 09 team. That reminds us how old we are, right? That was 10 years ago already?
It was 10 years ago.
Gary. This is ridiculous.
Where'd that decade go?
Well, hey, congratulations to the kids, and bounce back tomorrow night, and it'll be a fun one too.
Yeah, should be. Columbus drive, kick, shoot three, so...
Coach Konechny, that's always a good time, isn't it?
It is. A lot of respect for Coach Konechny and that program up there. We've had some great battles. So
yeah, thanks for stopping by. Always appreciate it.
Thanks, Randy.
All right, that's Coach Gary Weisenbeck of the Assumption Royals. Overtime come up a little bit short here tonight by the final of 56-55. I want to say a great big thank you to all the good folks here from Zaleski Sports, Jason Zaleski, as well as Steve Mays, back at our studios, engineering our broadcast. Don Chesborough, and for the whole gang and all of our sponsors, Randy Paul saying so long, everybody. You've been listening to Assumption Royal Basketball here, AM 1320 WFHR.